My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
In the eye of the beholder. Right.
Time itself is a silent song.
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Can we play banker next time?
You're right.
Time itself is a silent song.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Exactly. But none of them believed me.
An antique's value is in the eye of
Time
the beholder.
itself is a silent song.
Oh. Oh.
You're right. An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Time itself
Exactly.
is a
But none of them
silent song.
believed me.
Can we play banker next time?
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
An antique's value is in the eye of the beholder.
Hello, everybody. I just want you to know I am stupid. I'm really, really dumb. Like, 100% stupid as all hell. Like, absolutely dumb. Dumb as frig. So, long story short, I was supposed to go to... I still am going, technically. I was supposed to go to a New Year's Eve party tonight, and I'm still going to the New Year's Eve party. I just haven't gone yet, because I'm waiting for the juice man to get off from work. So, with that piece of information, I feel so stupid, because I've been waiting all day for him to come back from work, and I've been doing a bunch of different chores and, like, getting things straightened out in the house and taking care of myself, essentially, and it's just, hello, Rosa. Hi, how are you? But I'm dumb. Like, I've been waiting for hours and hours, and I was like, okay, he should be coming home soon. I thought he was coming home around, like, 7 or 8, or 6 or 7, or something like that. And I was like, yeah, he'll be back soon. And then I texted him. I'm like, what time are you coming back? And he was like, 10. And I'm like, wait a minute. I could have been streaming from, like, 3 to 4 hours ago. Doing good, just vibing. Nice. I am so silly. I've been sitting down watching, is it Freerun? Freerun? I cannot pronounce that child's name. Rip. Yeah, I could have been doing a Genshin event for hours. But oh well, just whatever. I'm here now, I guess. I'm here now, and now I can do Genshin event, I guess, is where I'm at. Jeez. Farina? No. The musket, whatever it's called. I keep forgetting the name of this event. It's called Roses and Muskets, I think. I think that's the name of it. I love that character. Yeah, I also have Farina. And Navia. I just got Navia a few days ago, and I was like, I have to get her. Because she's a pretty Geo lady. And now I have. Like, look at her. She's so pretty. Do I know how to work? Like, how do I use her? Absolutely not. I just got her because she's pretty. She pretty. Is she built? You know she is. Like, I realized last night, it was sometime last night, I realized, I'm like, she has 2 artifacts that are leveled up on her. 2 out of 5. Oh, she's cute. She's adorable. But, like, she has 2 artifacts that are on her that are, like, leveled up out of 5. But she still did, like, 30k damage, so proud of her. Gotta love that. I also leveled up her, I think, her talents, last night. So they're mostly almost done, but not yet. Artifacts, we still looking at 2 artifacts that are leveled up. Just 2. Yep, just 2. I saw her through the story and I love her. She's great. She's so chill. She wants to snack, honestly, and I support that. Also, very, very intricate outfit. I absolutely love her outfit. Her outfit and, like, Farina's are, like, some of my favorites. I especially love the, I don't remember which version this is. It's either Numa or Wisa. I do not remember. Holy shit, that fast? I'm trying to pull for Ayaka. Oh, good luck. I swear, every time Ayaka comes back, I never pull for her. Because there's always somebody else that I want, even though right now there isn't. I could pull for Ayaka. But I don't need Ayaka. I got a bunch of other characters. Fontaine characters' designs are so pretty. They really are. They're like a 10 out of 10 for me personally. This is like the same level as like Sangonomiya Kokomi's outfit. Like, it's the same energy, same amount of detail, the colors, the vibes, honestly. Like, everything, like, all the little details in her outfits are, like, great. Thank you, Firework, for joining in on that. But yeah, they did a really good job. Like, I'm very, very happy with, like, the characters for this. I wish the Fireworks would chill. But anyway, event. Because I am limited on time, we're gonna try to do as much as we possibly can. Whoever's blowing up things outside of my house, please chill. Like, please. But yeah, I have not started this event, and it ends in like a week, and I'm not gonna be here next weekend, so I gotta start it now. I was supposed to start it last week. I didn't start it because I honestly am a very popular person, surprisingly, and I was very busy. I was surprisingly busy, so...
Seriously? But, Mr. Morris, I don't understand, sir. How can you only be telling me this now?
Also, I read your sentence as, like, I got robbed by Ayaka.
I'm really facing a crisis. My hands are tied.
I thought your sentence said, I got robbed by Ayaka. But it says I got robbed of my Ayaka pull, so I am trying to build up my pity back up. Oh, were you pulling for, like, another character and then accidentally got a 5-star? Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, it's... My eyes put words together occasionally, and sometimes they don't make sense. And sometimes they make a whole new sentence. It depends on the day. It's where I'm at.
But what about my film?
Oh, this guy. Okay. Well, this is Xavier. I remember him.
Come up with something on your own.
I think he was in
Take it from me.
Inazuma?
Sometimes you just have to let things go.
I think.
Same goes for
I
this
vaguely
film.
remember that. The juice man is getting upset with me.
Oh.
When?
Isn't it Xavier? So he's back in Fontaine now.
Is his name's pronounced Xavier? Like, for real, for real?
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Traveler and Paimon. I really didn't expect to bump into you here at this time.
That's actually fair. We are in a different country. Also, like, I think the last time we saw this man was for a different quest in Inazuma. That was like a long time ago. Gotta love it when they bring back random NPCs for other events. At least you didn't have to wait too long to go through the event. That's true, but now I have to speed run. That's the only issue. I mean, ideally, I just want to get the storyline done for stream. Was it Inazuma? I think it was Inazuma. Because I remember there being a quest where we had to make a movie with somebody, and I think it was this man. I think. Emphasis on the word think. Does my memory absolutely fail me most of the times? Absolutely. I actually don't know if it was Inazuma, but I think we did have some kind of storyline where we had to make a movie with some guy. I do not remember anything about it though, because it was one of those quests where I just saw certain things and then I just said, all right, we skipping through every bit of dialogue, like every single bit of dialogue. Did I care? Not at all. I went through this event for the Primo Gems. Same, yeah. I'm here for the Primo Gems and I'm here for the character interactions. That's it, pretty much. I'm not really concerned about the storyline, but honestly, if it does turn out to be really interesting, I will be surprised. Honestly. But yeah.
Well, I was doing just fine until I received some terrible news just now.
Hey.
The investor I was
She's
working
back
with
here.
for my upcoming film has fallen upon some hard times.
Her name
and
is Chevruse,
is no
I think.
longer able to provide the promised amount of funds.
Severus?
Can't you
Chevruse?
just find a
I'm really
different
bad at
investor?
pronunciations today.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We had signed an agreement specific to the Fontanalia Film Festival, stipulating that I cannot work with any other investors until the festival is finished.
I just wanted to pause and take notice of whatever the hell this little guy is. What is he? I love him so much. He's just a little squishy guy. I don't know what he is, but I love him. Also, these must be like posters for the movie thing. For the movie event? Without spoiling anything, from what I saw, it was really good. Okay. That's reassuring. I assume it would be good and or funny. So I assume. Like the main events for Genshin usually are pretty good, especially in terms of storytelling or lore. Which I think there may be some lore in this. I'm not even sure. I think I remember from like the trailer for 4.3, I think they did say that there was going to be some kind of potential lore aspects. Oh, he is the one from the mini games. Oh, okay. I thought so. Because I'm like, I know this man. I just don't remember exactly from where. But then again, he looks like every other NPC from Fontaine. So we've had a lot of those over time.
The Fontanalia Film Festival? What's that?
Oh, is this your first time participating in Fontaine's Fontanalia Film Festival?
It's my first time being in Fontaine. So yeah.
The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Loch Knights, who went on a quest to search for the Oceanids, and eventually welcomed the Hydro Arconageria.
The Loch
holiday
Knights?
is deeply connected to the founding of Fontaine, as well as its unique laws and trials. It's one of the most important festivals for this nation.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
What a mood. What's that sound effect? Alright. My favorite event from Genshin was the poetry event between Liyue and Mondstadt. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I like that one. I think one of my favorites was the one where we were at Dragonspine and we went up there with like Albedo and the gang. And yeah, the whole imposter Albedo situation. That's definitely up there in terms of like a very interesting event, but also got a lot of lore in there. Also just a very unique event that I feel like we're never gonna have again, which is so upsetting. Because it's been like almost 2 years since we had that event. But yeah, that one was fun. I don't know. Let me see. What other events did I like? Okay, hear me out. The summer events, never miss. Not gonna lie. Midsummer Island Adventure, slapped. The one with Fischl and the gang, also slapped. The one we just had, the summer event, iconic. Love it. Love all three of those. I wish they would chill outside. Please. They're not chilling. They don't know the meaning of the word chill. Imposter, Blobs. I must have missed that event. It was the event where, like, we went out to the mountains to go look for that little kid's dad. I forget his name. but there was like a child in Mondstadt whose dad went missing and he went up the mountain. And supposedly we thought he died because there was like a whole quest line for it. But then we went up there and we somehow magically found his father. I don't know. It was a whole thing. But that's what happened at the event. We found his dad and we were like, yeah, here's your dad, kid. And then I think Eula was there, Amber, Bennett, Albedo. That's all I remember. I think that was it. It's one of the few times we've had Eula in an event. Oh, that. Weird. Do you not remember it? Did you not remember that event? Because I know it was like a minute ago. That was like 2-ish years ago. It was a while back, actually. Not to mention we also have like a bunch of events all the time.
Ah, I was just trying to recall the exact description from the books in order to avoid any unnecessary arguments over semantics. I usually try to recite things straight from the source.
I have no idea what he's talking about anymore.
I don't think she gets it now. It's just like the Windbloom Festival in Mondstadt and the Lantern Rite in Lille.
Sure.
Yes, those are festivals of a similar variety. Who doesn't like a good festival?
I mean, but
And just like those of other nations, Fontaine will hold a plethora of events around this time each year.
But I wonder, are they going to actually make this event a yearly event? Because, like, even with Windbloom, we've only had 2 Windblooms. And then with Lantern Rite, we've had one every year, surprisingly. But then, like, some of the other events that we've had in other regions, they weren't, like, something that was brought back, which is kind of sad, because then we don't go to those regions as much. Big sad. I literally went through a lot of events. I don't know if I missed that event or not. You know, honestly, they all kind of blur together sometimes, so that's fair. But yeah, it was the event where we had to fight a big gigantic flower that was like supposedly like impostering as Albedo, and Albedo came out of nowhere and killed himself, or the other version of himself, essentially. And then we found out that apparently Albedo has a lot of siblings, and one of them is Durin, the gigantic dragon. So he has one sibling that's like one of the Regisvine flowers, one sibling that's an ancient dragon, and then his last sibling is actually a clone of himself. There is a version of Albedo that looks just like Albedo that's just out there in the world. And we do not know what happened to that person. Like, he is just out there. However, we can like tell the difference between them because like he has a mark on his neck that's like a little diamond, and that indicates the real Albedo from the fake Albedo. And I'm just like, that's gonna be a concern later. I started playing the game before Inazuma came out. Oh, okay, I think that was probably... I feel like that was... No, that was during Inazuma. That was definitely during Inazuma, because I think during that same time, we not only had an Albedo rerun, but we also had... it was Ito's first banner, like during that same like time period. I think I saw that cutscene on YouTube. Yep. What the fuck? Yeah, there's a clone of Albedo just going out there somewhere. We haven't seen him since. I mean, we don't know if we've actually seen him, but you know, he exists still. We saw him that one time, and then he disappeared. Completely normal. So he may be somewhere else living his life, or he may be just out here stalking Albedo for some reason. Who knows? Dear God, that witch made so many kids. She really popped off, didn't she? She really said, let me just make several children, technically. I mean, they're technically not her actual kids, but you know, at the same time, they may as well be. Yeah, Gold was really out here just like, yeah, I'm going to create some kids. They're all going to be really chaotic. Except for one who is actually going to be like a human, so... he's fine. The rest of them? Nah. For real. Yeah, it's chaotic.
People will imitate them by putting on special costumes, raising golden cups, and going door to door asking for pure water.
What is...
But a few years ago,
Excuse
Lady Farina
me?
started to find the whole
I heard a weird
idea
sound.
drab, and so decided to
I didn't
change
like
the
that.
part about pure water to sweets.
Oh.
Really doesn't surprise Paimon at all.
She would... go door to door
The
to
whole
ask
thing
people for
seems
sweets.
more akin to a carnival now, and it's quite popular among the kids.
Of course it
Every
is.
year you can hear a bunch of them saying, "Trial or treat."
Trial or treat. That's so dumb. I hate it so much. What if you ask for a trial? You just go like straight into like a like you go straight to the courthouse. You go into a trial. I love trial or treat so much. That's so bad. Oh my god, this is their own version of trick or treating.
Oh, that sounds pretty fun. But how does that connect back to
It's so
the
silly and kind of cute. It's really good.
Ah, yes, it appears I've strayed off topic. I just got too excited after seeing you. Let me get back to the point.
Yeah, pop off.
The Fontanalia Film Festival is an
What
event
is
proposed
he?
by the Fontaine Film Association this year.
I gotta know what he
Now that
is.
film technology has matured as a medium, it's the perfect time to introduce more people to the art form.
Okay, that's fair.
During this time, people may submit films to be evaluated, and the entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
The what award?
She would name an award after
The
herself.
Farina Award.
Oh.
You know, after the Hydro Archon. They coined it while Lady Farina was still in power, but even though things have changed, no one has made any motion to update the name.
I mean, they could still keep it that
Perhaps
way.
everyone still thinks of it as a pretty appropriate name. Even though she isn't the Hydro Archon any longer, Lady Farina is still Fontaine's superstar. Anyone with eyes can see the way she shines on the stage.
Huh. Alright. Guess the name does work pretty well when you put it that way.
Fair.
Oh, but who would have guessed there'd be an issue with the funding? How will I ever explain this to Miss Chiori?
Ah,
Not to
Chiori.
say all the other actors who traveled all the way here from Inazuma.
Chiori? Sounds familiar. Where have we heard that name before?
It's Chiori Boutique, of course. Also, like, I love the fact that Chiori is a character that I have never heard of before now. Like, I know Chiori is in relation to Inazuma, but I'm not gonna lie to you, everything about Inazuma was a blur to me. It was a fever dream. It never happened. Like, everything that happened in Inazuma was not real to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, there's so many little details about Inazuma that I've forgotten over time, and this is one of those. Because I was like, who is Chiori for like a while, and then I was like, oh yeah, I know this lady. I didn't hear about her until this event. Yeah, I forgot she existed. Because like, I know she existed in like Inazuma, because I think there's some place in Inazuma that talks about her, but I never really cared. You see, that was the issue. I was just like, okay, this is a cool little tidbit of information that I'm never gonna need anymore. And then I just tucked it away in the back of my head and then moved on with my life. And now here we are, like 2 years later. It's like, oh yeah, it's Chiori. Chiori, that character that we've never met before. She runs the clothing store in the Court of Fontaine. Chiori Boutique. Yeah, I would have never have remembered that. Fair. Yeah, it's...
Yes, that's her.
Yeah.
I asked her
I would
to
have never
oversee
known.
the event's art direction, including the design of the actors' costumes and appearances.
Ooh.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. Navia said that her clothes were designed by Chiori, and Kirara's outfit too.
How to describe her? Well, she tends to be pretty direct and can be very forceful when it comes to dealing with people. The fashion world in Fontaine
that
has dubbed
mean?
her the Thundering Seamstress. Her remarkable designs have led many Fontainians to become very interested in Inazuma.
Huh. I love Inazuma's aesthetics and the Electro Archon and Ayaka. Oh yeah, the aesthetics are a vibe. It's just a really sad country. It's super, super sad. Anything else is nothing to me. Same. I feel that. I feel that a lot. Like, do I love Watatsumi Island? Absolutely. It's so pretty there. It is my favorite island out of all of the islands in Inazuma. Do I want to go to Surumi Island again? No. Do I like Watatsumi Island enough to go back there? Not really. It's like, do I like Sangamiya Kokomi? Of course. She's pretty. I got her because she's pretty. And she's also a healer. That's it. That was the two reasons. Anything and everything else, irrelevant. Like, what happened in the Archon quest? Listen, there were some cool moments, but outside of that, I really did not care. Like, I had not a care in the world. I just wanted to fight Raiden Shogun, and that was it. And not, like, in-game, like, in real life.
Anyway, Chiori is acquainted with all the actors I've invited from Inazuma. Without her help, I don't think I would have been able to get such an international cast for the film. She really is a kind soul.
Who are the
All right,
actors
chill.
from Inazuma? Do we know them?
Why don't the two of
There's
you
not that
accompany
many
me to
people
the
from
Aquaba
Inazuma
station to
that we
welcome
know.
them? Judging from the time, the Aquaba should be arriving shortly. Chiori will be waiting to meet me there as well.
Okay. It's the beginning. Also, I wonder how many parts are in this. I'm gonna assume it's 3. Oh. Can I go talk to this? Oh, no, never mind. Huh. Oh my god, the art on this. Holy shit. This is such good art. It's a completely different art style. Oh my god. So, are these all little quests and stuff? Oh, these look cool. What the fuck does this say? I can't read that. Yeah, there's a few healers that I like, but I can't get because I can only get a 5-star, 1 5-star each banner. Are you free to play? Is that why? Because I don't spend too much money. Okay. That makes sense. They are mini games. Oh, these are mini games. Huh. I will have to play these eventually. I don't know what this is supposed to say. I don't even know if this is in English. It's the little guy. What the fuck does this say? Because there's no way in hell this says that. I love him though. He needs to be freed from whatever the hell this is. What are these things? I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I think this is a, I was gonna say walrus. That's not the right animal. It's one of the seals. Yeah, free to play. Understandable. These are cool. So wait.
Boring.
Shut up. Where to...
Is there anything else more interesting to do?
Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna go see if I can talk to Shivers. Shivers, I see you back here. Can I talk to you? Hello? Hello? Guess I can't meet you yet. Bye. It's been 5 minutes. My fave minigame is the first one, because it's the shooting range. Oh, I've seen like clips of that on like the internet, but I do not know much about it. Oh, I just remembered. What did you remember? Chill. Ma'am, I'm supposed to be reading what you're saying. Actually, you know what? No, I don't care enough. This is not storyline related. We're gonna move on. In that extreme minigame, you can get that little dude as a furniture item. Oh, that's what he is. He's gonna go right inside my teapot. Which I need to redecorate my teapot because like I haven't decorated my teapot since Inazuma. Like at all. Like I decorated like 2 or 3 of the locations and then like I gave up completely. But yeah, the little guy will be mine. I have to have him. He's too cute. She's out here talking about cameras and splashing and boy, am I not reading this. If there's anything important in here, I'm not comprehending. Boy, here I go, not comprehending. Welfare. I mean, like, real talk, I understand that they want to explain as to why we are doing these things in terms of, like, the universe and stuff, but, like, I do not care enough. Like, I want to play the events, like, that's fine. But, like, I don't need to do these parts. I just want to continue the story. That's where I'm at. Alright, what this? Okay, so this is for that challenge. These are the things. Oh. Huh. Okay. Okay. Interesting, interesting. That's pretty neat. The Joy's Gift. Oh, this is where we get this weapon from. Right. This just looks like a roll of duct tape. It is super duper invincible shining sparkly magic crystal. It's duct tape. Like, you can't tell me that's not duct tape. Alright. So this is event stuff. Oh, what are these? During the fun. So is this just? I'm so. Okay, so these are challenges. All right, that makes more sense. All right, so do we? Okay, so I have to do this first. I thought that's what I was doing anyway. All right, so teleport. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes the events confuse me. Jesus Christ. They really do not know the meaning of the word chill. Why did I teleport to the bottom instead of the... Jesus criminy. I know the mic can probably hear most of that. And if it is loud for you, I am sorry. Because, like, it is loud for me as well. Okay, we were going to the aquabus. I don't know why I didn't remember that we were going here. Then again, I was not paying attention. Or at least I was paying attention to some degree, but not like 100%. Also, hold on for a sec. Let me adjust something. Where is it? You. You move. Just a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Or it's not at the very least bothering me as much. There we go. Alright, so where are we going to? Clementine Line. I'm glad they told me because boy, would I not have known. They were like, yeah, you're going to the Clementine Line. They told me like 3 times and I'd be like, where are we going? Ah, Chiori. Her outfit is a vibe. Those shoes are also impossible though. Oh, I love the gloves.
Miss Chiori?
Your talk with the investor sure went fast. The aquabus hasn't even arrived yet. Oh? And who are they?
Allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Hi, Chiori.
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise, we've heard the owner of Chioriya Boutique is a skilled seamstress, so it's a real pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Why is it called Chioriya Boutique? Why would it just be called Chiori Boutique? Yeah, the map can be confusing sometimes. Yeah, especially since this area has multiple levels. Like, just in this one area alone has 3 different levels, and you can accidentally teleport underground. Love that for me. If I ever go to Fontaine's prison, I have to grab a map someone made. It was easier to navigate through. That's fair. I got lost constantly. I have not been back in that place at all. I went back twice, and then I was like, you know, if there are secrets here, they'll remain secrets. Chill. All right. The way Navia's wardrobe comes together is really exceptional. The concept behind Kirara's outfit is really original. I feel like I like Navia's outfit a lot more than Kirara's, and that's just because of the insane amount of detail that is in that outfit, and the fact that it is actually functioning as clothing, because boy oh boy, is too many layers, honestly.
Why, thank you. I strove to create an outfit that matched her high social station as the demoiselle.
That's
So
fair.
tell me, what happened? I can tell the conversation didn't go quite as expected.
Well, it's like this.
Oh no. I got so angry so quickly from getting lost so often. That's fair. I cannot blame you. I would just get lost and be like, here I go wandering. I would just wander for a bit and be like, I'm here for 20 minutes. It's fine.
Chiori, you don't have to say it. You did remind me that this investor was a little bit sketchy.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
But how could I pass it up? He offered me twice as much as the others.
What about the others?
Therein lies the problem.
It was sketchy.
Yes, but just put yourself in my shoes. After obtaining such an excellent script, it's only natural that I would want to make the most of the film. The budgets that the others had proposed were nowhere near enough. It's difficult to find someone willing to front such a large amount of mora, so...
Okay.
Don't be sad, Xavier. We might be able to help scrounge up some more together for you.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, thank you, Paimon. That means a lot to me. But the cost of the film is staggering. I'm afraid that any mora we can scrounge together in a short amount of time won't even be able to cover the actors' fees.
I mean, we know a lot of
need
rich
to move
people.
on. What's happened has already happened, and there's no changing it. But now's not the time to give up.
What? You're saying that you have a plan?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm simply saying I wouldn't give up just yet.
That's
The
fair.
actors I recommended aren't just after Mora after all.
For real though, love Genshin's character designs, but god damn their outfits are too fucking complicated. As somebody who is a cosplayer on occasion, I'm not gonna lie to you, I love Genshin's outfits as like a design, like from a design point of view. Amazing, beautiful, show-stopping, spectacular. Love them so much. But if I have to wear any of these outfits, I swear to fucking G. Ain't no way. Because like I would love to wear Navia's outfit because it's so pretty and elegant and like really, really nice. But the number of things, like little objects that you have to clip onto yourself and pray they do not break or drop off of you. No, I could never. Ain't no way. Like no way in hell that most of those people aren't sweating like crazy or freezing their asses off. Absolutely. They are just suffering from hypothermia. Or just absolutely breaking out in a sweat. Like, it just depends on the person. Because, like, I know Zhongli is out here sweating at all times. Because man's got on at least 3 layers. If not more. Like, my God. I could never. But yeah, no. I love the outfits. I just could never. Like, it's just too many layers. It's just too much going on. And then, depending on the outfit, like, ain't no way it's gonna fit right on me. Like, who is it? Yai Miko. Like, her top, like, there's like a little black thing that's like underneath the top portion of her outfit. It doesn't cover up the entire side of your boob. Like, the entire side boob is just out there. And then you have to make sure that your titty doesn't slip out. How the fuck? How are you supposed to make sure that the titty doesn't just go blowed to the side as if that doesn't just normally happen? Like, I'm not about taping a bunch of clothes to my body. I'm not about to do that. No. I don't want to fight with my clothes. I just want to wear them. Ain't no way. All right, where we teleporting to? Yeah, tit flashing. Absolutely. It will happen. 100%. Ayato! Ayaka! Yoimiya! And a Mezzaline.
And where do you live?
We Melusines live in Mercy Village. The only way to enter is from underwater.
I just realized the Mezzalines have to swim.
You must be pretty tired after work every day, right? I mean, you have to swim all that way just to go home.
You're so thoughtful. But some Melusines choose to live in the Court of Fontaine because it's so much more convenient.
That's fair. Ah, it is on my leg. It's so
This
itchy.
is our stop.
Oh, we've arrived. But I haven't even finished chatting with Abel yet.
She's talking with her as if she's known her her whole life.
Introductions to Fontaine along the way. Everything you described was so clear and detailed.
Mezzalines are so
that we
cute.
can't
They
help but
really
want to hear
are.
more.
They're babies.
Thank you so much. I'm usually working here on the Sakura bus, so I hope I'll have the chance to see you again. There are still many more places I'd like to introduce to you.
Also, my god, it's been like a
Welcome
year
to the
since
Court
we
of
saw
Fontaine.
Ayato. Specifically.
Shiori, you sure have changed a lot. And this is
Jesus
the first time we've
Christ.
seen you since you left Inazuma. I haven't realized it's been so long. I was in such a rush when I left that I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Wow, that's kind of sad, actually. Was this before or after the shutdown? Like, I don't remember. I understand why Neuvillette care about these little girls. They are precious. They are little beans, and honestly, all of them are his adopted children at this point. Mezzalines are adorable. I love them so much. Also, I still don't know why, what's her name? I can't remember. The little Mezzaline who's with, Risley down in the underground area. Like, why does she look like a human mixed together with a Mezzaline? Like, how did that happen? Like, real talk, she looks more human than Mezzaline, but she does have the ears of a Mezzaline and the tail of one. I can't remember her name right now. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name. I know her name. Sejuin. Yeah, Sejuin. Yeah, she just looks like a weird half-breed. Not like there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, it's weird. It's different. I didn't think she was a Mezzaline when I first saw her, but she is, and it's different. I'll give her that.
Thank you for extending the invitation, Mr. Xavier. I'm looking forward to a fruitful trip.
I was about to say, why were you not looking at these people?
It's an honor to have the head of the Kamisato clan visit us.
Also, this man wasn't busy?
Is that who you meant when you said you had actors coming from Inazuma?
Oh? It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hi, Ayaka. Why are you in your other
What a
outfit right now?
coincidence. Ayaka and I were just talking about you on the way here. Are you also here for the film?
Nah, I've been here for a
I
minute.
just ran into Xavier earlier and came over with him.
You know, I had to deal with a lot of problems
I'm
here.
not an actress. Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka are the real actors here. I'm just tagging along with Ayaka to have a good time together.
You know, honestly, they would be besties. Also, why didn't y'all bring Toma with you? Did he have to stay behind and clean the house? Because that's sad. Probably a half-breed who doesn't know one of her parents. Probably. That would make a lot of sense. I thought I would always get the lead role. Man, you don't have to be the lead role every time.
About that, I mean, how was I supposed to contact you when I was making preparations for the film?
That's fair.
I figured you were probably busy, and I didn't want to disturb you.
Well, you know, saving the world and
So
all
I
that.
could only keep you in the back of my mind while I sought other actors to play the lead roles in the film.
I had been thinking about a surprise reunion with you during our trip here, but you still managed to surprise me first.
Oh, so you all know each other already. My, what a coincidence. What are
Not
the
really, at
chances
this
everyone
point.
could be brought together here like this?
That
Why
sounds
don't
like
we
it
go
was
to
a
Hotel Tabor
coincidence.
and catch up over a meal. I've already made a reservation.
Huh? Did you reserve 2 spots for us too?
I was about to say.
Yes, of course, of course. I'll be sure to tell the boss to serve a few more delicious dishes just to make sure there'll be enough food.
Very well. Then please, kindly lead the way, Mr. Xavier.
Also, how did they get Ayato here? Because Mans is always busy. Like, why would he come and be like, ah, yes, I'll be in a movie for fun? Like, what? Mans is like really busy.
Wow, the buildings in Fontaine are so tall. Just look at how big they are.
And there's the fountain that Aval mentioned earlier. It really is a magnificent sight.
You know, honestly, I have not looked at that
huge
fountain a
spinning
lot.
sphere. Where does it get its power? Wait a sec. Could it be one of those clockwork mecha we've heard so much about?
I feel like Yoimi is just gonna fangirl about every single thing she sees, and that's honestly adorable. Because she would. She'd be like, oh my god, look at this. And it's just like every single thing she sees, she's like amazed. She's like, these dogs are in outfits. And I'm just like, Yoimiya, please. We're just trying to like have dinner or whatever. And she's just like amazed by everything. But honestly, same. I'd probably, I was just the same way when I first came here as well, which makes sense. Because it's all new. And cool. And unique. And different. Running. Oh, too fast. My bad. Didn't mean to stab the door.
So this is what food from Fontaine is like. It sure is different from what we have in Inazuma. How should I describe it? It seems like you have to go through a lot more steps to make them. And the flavor has many layers too.
Is the food in
Yes.
Inazuma easier to
When
make?
I first went to Inazuma, I actually thought the food there tasted a little too bland.
In
It took
Japan?
some time for me to get used to it.
What?
Let's get back to the purpose of this trip for a moment. Shall
Ain't
we?
no way. Ain't
How
no
are the
way.
preparations for the film coming along, Mr. Xavier?
I just need a minute. Ain't no way that they're trying to say that the food in Fontaine, which is supposed to be based off of France, has more flavor than Japanese food. Ain't no way. Like, what kind of, what? I'm baffled. All right. I'm just baffled. It doesn't make
Well,
sense.
I've already assembled most of the film crew. A lighting specialist, a prop manager, and a costume designer. I've also bought the copyrights from the novel's author.
Who wrote the
It's called
book?
The Two Musketeers, right? I read the script you sent me on the way here. The story is pretty good.
Originally, I was planning to start filming as soon as Sir Kamisato and Lady Ayaka arrived in Fontaine, but I'm afraid I've run into a bit of a problem.
Oh? What is it?
It has to do with the film's investor, Mr. Morris. He suddenly informed me this morning that he's encountered some financial trouble and
Man just doesn't have
will be
money.
unable to release to me the amount of funding agreed upon.
It's said that Fontaine's legal system is well developed. If he has violated the contract, then can't you simply take him to court over the matter?
Yeah, but that would take months.
Well, I'm still more concerned about filming. Even if I were to take him to court, I'm afraid it would take months before
Yep.
the case could even be heard.
Yeah, that's what I
Then,
thought.
is there a way we could raise funds ourselves to solve the problem?
I've considered that option too, but unfortunately, it's difficult to gather such a large amount of mora on such short notice. Besides, we have to consider the film festival submission deadline.
Which is?
Mr. Xavier, if Ayaka and I were willing to perform for free, would that resolve the problem you are currently facing?
What? No, out of the question. To have you come all this way just to act for free? Oh, no, that
For
won't do.
free?
There's no need to worry, Mr. Xavier. My brother and I had actually intended to work for free after receiving your invitation.
Why didn't you tell that man to begin with?
Inazuma has only recently reopened its borders and needs to strengthen its relations and cultural ties with other nations. We didn't have many collaboration projects with Fontaine in the past, so we hoped this trip would serve as a good start for the future.
Indeed. You could say that's the real reason why the Yashiro Commission agreed to come to Fontaine.
I understand, but having you two act for free just doesn't seem right.
Not at all. While we're officially here to conduct a cultural survey of sorts, we must express our sincerity if we want to establish formal cultural ties with your nation. This film will serve as proof of friendly cooperation and cultural exchange between Inazuma and Fontaine. It's my hope that the film can be finished and released as smoothly as possible. If you still don't feel comfortable with this arrangement, I would also be more than happy to be introduced to some other renowned individuals in Fontaine's literary and artistic circles.
All right, I'll do as you say. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to cobble together enough mora now, even if it means selling my house, my camera, and every
Jesus
single family
Christ.
heirloom.
Man said I'm gonna sell
To
everything.
go that far. I'll also help you out as a brand sponsor.
We can help too. Just say that you got our contribution from some personal friends.
Me too. Even though I didn't bring much more to spend on this trip, it's still better than nothing.
Fair.
You are too kind, all of you. I really don't know how to.
It's not time to be crying, my guy.
Alright, enough about that. Now that we have Xavier's savings, my support, and 2 leads who are willing to act for free, I think we will be able to make this happen.
She said, ew. She really, man's out here crying because he's happy that he could make this play happen, and then this movie happen, and she's like, ew, feelings? Get that out of here. Why is it so funny? Hello, ZZ. I thought it was strange that there was a mezzanine, but looks more human. Yeah, it is weird. So things that they don't own sounds very French. Yeah. Yeah, that does sound about right. Hi, CZ, how you doing? How are you? It's interesting yet a little disappointing that they had to make her look more human. Yeah, that is true. Because, like, I mean, honestly, I don't think they would want to have a playable Mescaline character, because I don't know how that would work exactly. Because they have to make her special, like, or different from the other Mescaline. So I guess having her be human makes her different, technically. Well, yeah. She really said ew. I can't with her. Also, like, I don't know how to feel about Chiori yet. I'm not sure yet. She seems cool. I really like her vibe. She really does give off the fashionista kind of vibe of her, like, personality. I don't know how to explain it, but also she's giving, like, the same energy level as, like, Kaching, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like Kaching also talks in a very monotone kind of way, but, like, she will express emotions when need be, but not all the time. It's the same energy. It's the same energy with Chiori, I feel.
So, instead of Laura, you'll help with filming and production.
Oh, but how can we help with that? We don't know much about making a film.
Man, this is gonna be an amateur film for sure. I'm upset. I forgot to get hand soap earlier when I went to the store. I feel that. We also are out of hand soap.
All right, pull yourself together, Xavier. Tell us if there are still any open positions left among the crew.
All right. Let me think. We still need a camera operator, a clapper loader, and someone to manage logistics.
What does logistics
I
do?
originally wanted to personally serve as director, but I've been too busy working as the producer. So the positions of director and director's assistant will also need to be filled.
Paimon knows what the director and the logistics support person do, but
What does the logistics
what's a
support person
clapper
do?
loader?
The clapper loader is responsible for using the clapper board to record and organize the information of each shot when the camera operator begins shooting. The work requires both patience and careful attention to detail.
A clapperboard? Oh, you mean the thing they hold that goes clap whenever they start filming?
Yes, a clapper
Yes,
board.
that's right. Are you interested in that job?
For sure! Paimon's always wanted to try that.
All right,
Okay.
then you'll be our clapper loader. I can find someone from the store to help with logistics. What do you think, Xavier?
Who would that
Fine
be?
by me. As for our camera operator, I was thinking of letting the traveler take the role.
I don't want to be
Oh,
the
she's
camera
great
guy.
When it comes to using a camera, Paimon can't even count how many things we've taken photos of during our journey.
Not many. Not very many.
Yes, that's also what I was thinking. I noticed the traveler had an eye for photography and composition when we worked together previously.
I'm sure that's due to the traveler's journey across Devat and all the places they've seen.
Sure.
After so many adventures, using a camera must be second nature by now.
Not at all,
What
boy.
do you say, traveler? Are you interested in the job?
I'm absolutely gonna fuck up this movie, y'all. Alright, as long as I'll be able to help. Lights, camera, action. We're gonna go with this one. I have 2 tiny knobs of hard hand soap left. One is even from a hotel from a few years ago. I feel that. I feel that so much. Yeah, I think we're gonna get to that same
Really
point
means a
too.
lot to me.
We gotta
Come
use
on,
the hand
friend.
soap
Let me
soon.
give you a big warm hug.
Don't hug me. Don't fucking touch me. I think it would be better to get to work.
So all that's left for us to find is a director and an assistant.
Oh, me. I want to be the director's assistant. All we need to do is help the director, right? I can handle that.
That sounds like a job
Right,
she would
then
want.
all we need is a director. Oh, all the well-known directors in Fontaine are probably also busy working on their own films these days.
I know a guy.
Not sure who will have time to help.
We can get Farina.
Oh, Farina helped out a theater troupe recently by serving as an artistic consultant. She could be a good director, right? Besides, it's not like she has anything else to do right now.
Damn, you don't have to do her like that.
Farina?
Yes, Farina.
Do you really think Lady Farina would be willing to help us with our humble project?
Isn't that the name of Fontaine's Hydro Archon? My brother has already informed me about what happened here in Fontaine.
I sure hope y'all know about that.
She helped out a theater troupe not too long ago, and now she's taking up work as a director.
Oh. I have 2 tiny notes. Wait, I already read that. Wait, sorry, I was trying to read a text message. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well,
Well,
I saw that musical. Her performance was perfect, and the storyboards were also excellent. Don't let her former identity intimidate you. She's the best candidate we can think of right now. You'll never know until you give her a shot.
she's the only guy we
fine.
can think
You're
of
right,
out of
Shiori.
every character
I'll
in
do anything
Fontaine.
for the sake of my film. Anything! Then I'll have to ask the Traveler and Paimon to show me the way to Lady Farina's residence. I just hope she'll agree to help.
I'm sleepy.
Do you need us to also come along?
I mean, if
No,
y'all want
there's
to.
no need to trouble you with this. Besides, you've just arrived in Fontaine, and I'm sure there are many places you would like to visit. Just leave this task to me. It's part of my duties as the producer.
Very well. Then we'll be waiting to hear the good news.
I'll go with you. By the way, you might want to consider bringing a gift.
And don't worry, we won't simply drop you off at Farina's place. We know Farina pretty well by now, so having some familiar faces there should help your chances. Besides, the whole thing was our idea in the first place.
All right, then I'll start making preparations. As for the gift...
A gift for someone who was once seen as the Hydra Oricon. I wonder what she would like.
I recall that Lady Farina once fancied a clockwork ring, so perhaps I should get another exquisite clockwork contraption for her.
Huh? Can't we just bring some desserts, like the Fontanalia mousse?
You know, honestly, she would take that too.
But wouldn't that be a little too cheap? She does like desserts, though.
Mm-hmm. Don't be worried about sleep. The story is getting interesting, little by little. It is. But I'm just sleepy. Because I've been awake since like 10. So I'm a sleepy sheep.
Tell us on the Aquabus that Farina introduced the tradition of going door to door and asking for sweets.
Because she would.
To do something like that, she must have a real sweet tooth.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's nice to see familiar faces. It really is. Also, hello, JJ Rocket. Nice to see you as well. Did I not? I'm going insane. I'm like getting text messages and my phone's like, hey, you responded to this message, but it's still on your phone. Stop that. Oh, where's the button?
I agree with Yoimiya. If the gift is too fancy, it might actually make her feel more uncomfortable.
That's fair.
Alright then, let's go buy some fun.
Hello, everyone. Oh, what a transition. Yo, her hair is
Really
sick.
be enough. We'll be asking her to do a lot of work, you know.
Homegirl has nothing better to do, my guy.
You're right. We need to further sweeten the deal.
Ha ha. Sweeten.
You want something even sweeter
It's
than
a joke.
Fontanalia mousse?
It's a good joke.
Yes, we'll need a gift that's sweeter than any dessert in the world.
And that would be...
Your words of praise.
Oh, I guess that's fair? Ah, so we have to butter her up, I see. Which makes sense. Wait, let me go talk to the girls. Also, where did Ayata... Oh, Ayata's over there.
You go ahead. No need to worry about us.
Oh, I hope Farina will like the gifts we prepared. Oh, and if you still think we should get something else for her, just let me know. I should be able to make some fireworks.
She is so precious. They both are precious, honestly. Hi, Ayato.
Looking forward to the good news.
A man, a few words, I see. Alright, where are we going? Wait, how far away am I going outside of this house? Where am I? That's the real question. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. The button was jammed by a cord. And I was like, why is it not pressing? It's because I'm silly and it's in the way. Also, I would have started streaming several hours ago, but I am silly. Like, extremely silly. And I forgot that the Juice Man was getting off from work very late tonight. And So I've just been dicking around for the last couple of hours. I watched like 8 episodes of Frieren. I can't say this. I think it's Frieren is the way that they say it in the anime, but I don't know what way you're supposed to say it. I'm just gonna jump here. Is this her apartment here? Oh, it is. But yeah, I watched that show for several hours.
Okay, I'll go knock on the door.
He is scared. I felt that.
Seriously, who's knocking before afternoon tea?
Who are you?
You know, that's fair.
Lady Farina, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Xavier, a film director.
Hello. Oh, is that the traveler in Paimon I see behind you?
Yeah, we're dragging you into
And
something new.
Who's this?
I'm Chiori.
Ah, the one from Chioria Boutique. Hello, hello. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
You know we do.
Just get up, Farina? It's already past noon, you know.
Don't judge her. like, she's tired, man. She's been out here being an Archon for 500 years. I'd be tired as fuck. I would just sleep in every day if I could. Paimon, remember, we gotta try to be nicer.
Huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
That was really bad, Paimon.
No. I was just up late last night reading some novels. What does sleeping in have to do with the weather?
Nothing.
This
At
is
all.
a small gift we've prepared for you, Lady Farina. We hope you like it.
Shouldn't you
No
start
need
from
to
the
be
top?
so formal. I'm just a regular person like everyone else now. Is this
Oh.
Fontinalia mousse?
Oh, she's
It's
so
one of
happy.
my favorites.
Look how happy
That's
she is.
great! So, actually, there's something we need your help with. Given your renowned passion and understanding of drama, I would like to ask that you serve as the director of our film crew.
Oh, but didn't you just say that you're a director?
Yes, he did.
But for this particular project, I'm mainly working as a producer. Besides, I'm sure that your understanding of the performing arts far surpasses my own, Lady Farina.
Mm-hmm.
Are the Traveler and Paimon also part of the film crew?
You know we are.
Yep, we
Because we
sure
were
are.
dragged into
Paimon's
this.
the clapper loader and she's the camera operator.
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job, and it directly affects the final quality of the film. Are you really up to it?
I mean, I could show you if you'd like.
No, I'm not questioning your abilities. It's just that I've never really seen you use a camera before.
I mean, I haven't used it
Maybe
around
you can come
you.
up with a test for the Traveler and see for yourself.
Paimon, don't give her
If
ideas.
She can satisfy you with her camera skills, then you'd have nothing to worry about and can join the team. What do you say?
Paimon, stop wrapping me up in
You
this.
sure are getting better at rolling with the situation, Paimon. Oh, I do wish to see how skilled the Traveler really is with a camera. All right.
I also
How
wish to
about
see
this?
how I am skilled
Oh,
with the camera.
yeah. I'll give you some scenarios and see if your work is up to my standards.
Yeah, sure, Director Farina.
Very good. It's essential for the camera operator to understand the director's vision. I'll make my decision after seeing your work. Are you ready? I have high standards, you know.
Boy, am I about to fuck this up. Alright, let's see what this is. Yeah, I guess I gotta do it.
Okay, grab the camera and I'll give you a
Oh,
scenario.
my back. Ugh. Estelle is the boss of Beaumont Workshop and has always been proud of her forging machine. What is forging. I understand now. As it can not only precisely control strength and temperature, but also takes no effort from the blacksmith. Let us film a promotional video for her workshop. Remember to emphasize the superiority of her forging machine. How? Oh boy. Several shots. Okay. Certain requirements. Narration requirements. Okay. And you gotta satisfy all of them. Select narration. Located in the... Okay. Okay. Oh, so we have to select the... Okay. Okay. The order, I guess. Oh, okay. I have to put these in order. Ew. Okay. This machine can precisely control the force applied and the temperature, making it perfect for doing exhausting and time-consuming work. Also, this is just me editing a video. This is not even like... I thought I had to actually film it. Like, that would have been so much more complicated. Alright. Alright, so... this one. And then this one. Oh, okay, so this one says you need a scene that shows off the forging machine. Okay, that's good. That's the workshop. Okay, alright. We're doing good so far. Thanks to this machine, the owner of the Beaumont workshop, Estelle, can comfortably enjoy each day at work. So that would be this one, I guess. Yeah, her having some tea. Weapons arranged in boxes. So I guess that would be this one. But let me see what the things say. But worry not, for the weapons produced by Beaumont Workshop are Jesus Christ, my brain, are of outstanding quality and with exquisite craftsmanship and a keen edge. I can read words in my head, but reading them outside of my head is the issue. All right. All right, it's this one. And then this says, so show off Beaumont Workshop. So either one of these two. If weapons are what you want, look no further than Beaumont. Yay! I think this one would be better. Start shooting. Okay. Oh, okay. Ooh. This looks actually well shot, honestly. Okay. This looks actually pretty good. Like, it's not terrible. Pretty decent.
Oh, it appears that you have more skill than I thought.
I know, me too. I didn't think it was going to be that
All the
easy.
shots had a great composition, and I could really feel a connection to the characters and their lines.
So, what's the verdict?
Yeah! Does that mean you agree to be our director, Farina?
Did you think I would agree just
She's like,
that?
no.
After
Like,
our
this is a
performance
joke.
of the Little Oceanid, I've begun to make a name for myself again, you know. In fact, I've already had several troops approach me for the Fontanalia Film Festival. Unfortunately, the scripts were all pretty boring and didn't pique my interest. If others were to find out I agreed to work with you so easily, then, well...
Hey, but didn't we have a deal? What else do we need to do to convince you, Farina?
They'd beat her in battle.
Uh,
Imagine.
well, what about the pay?
What do you want for pay?
You know, how much you're willing to pay me to be the director? The pay is also an important factor for me to consider, you know.
What about 1,000 more?
Well, I can offer you this much.
How much is this much?
What? That's all? If Nervulat were to hear of this, he could charge you with underpaying your labor.
I'm sorry, but our crew is in a tight financial spot at the moment.
We don't have money.
I see. Well, even though it's highly unlikely now that I'll join your crew, there's still something I'd like to ask. Exactly what film are you planning to make?
Oh, our script is an adaptation of The Two Musketeers.
Huh? Wait, you mean the suspense thriller novel that was a #1 bestseller?
Oh, so Farina's read it too.
I haven't read this
Of
book.
course
I
read
don't
it.
know.
I've always had a keen interest in artistic works that strike a chord with the populace.
She likes popular
I
things
see.
because they're popular.
That makes sense now. You must have used most of the budget to pay for the copyright.
Not really. The novel's author transferred the copyright to me practically for free once he heard
Huh.
that I wanted to make a film adaptation of the story. The lack of budget is due to another issue.
Our sponsor
He
ain't got no
probably
money.
just wants to get his name out there. So, Mora isn't the most important thing to him right now.
That's
It
fair.
reminds me of a delivery courier who wears one of my designs while traveling all across Teyvat. I didn't charge her much for the outfit either. The exposure she provides for my brand is well worth it.
Understandable.
So, are you a big fan of this story, Farina?
Well, it's alright.
She was hype.
The pacing of the
Don't
story
lie to me.
is good, but the character relationships could use some work. When I was reading it before, I always felt like some things were left on a rather unsatisfactory note. I have high standards, you know.
Yeah.
Ahem, Mr. Xavier, if, hypothetically speaking, I agree to be the director, how much freedom would I have in terms of script revisions and creative interpretation?
100%.
Oh, as much freedom as you would need. I wouldn't dare doubt the tastes of Fontaine's greatest star.
She's gonna write her own fan
Good.
fiction.
Then I'm free to alter the script as I see fit.
Absolutely.
You've given her too much
no
power.
problem.
Alright, we're counting on you, director Farina. Now's your chance to make a film that you love. Honestly, this would be a really
Alright.
fun thing to do
It seems
if
that
you
your
were given an
crew
opportunity
really
to do
can't
that.
go on without my care and
Oh,
direction.
boy.
So, you agree?
Yes, I agree. Although the pay is well below what someone of my caliber deserves. A great script calls for a great director.
Ow.
I
Ow.
mustn't let a
I hurt
perfectly
my
good
wrist.
story be ruined due to lack of funds. If you have fine cheese and bread, you wouldn't just let it sit on the counter and get moldy just because you lack an oven, right?
I guess that's fair. Thank you, Farina.
Oh, Hydro Archon above! I'm not dreaming, am I? Somebody pinch me.
There's no more Hydro Archon, you know.
That's fair.
And it's still a little early to celebrate. There's a lot that goes into shooting a film. Although the trickiest tasks of finalizing the script and casting the actors have already been taken care of, we'll still need to reserve filming locations. Not to say set up lighting and props. And by the way, since we'll be filming the two Musketeers, we'll need to find an action choreographer. Ideally, a professional who has actual experience with muskets.
Well, I know exactly
yes,
who we
I thought
need.
about this as well. I was hoping that you might know someone who could handle the job.
Me? If this was before, I could have simply asked Florand.
You still
But
can.
It's already been some time since I last talked to her. Navia can also use firearms, but unfortunately, her style is quite different from that of the characters in the story.
Just a different
Could
gun.
we ask the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol?
Oh, you mean the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
Y'all have a
Yes,
specific
that's right.
sector for that?
They work with muskets every day. I can't think of anyone more qualified than them.
They would be under Nervilette's jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I, don't have any connection with them at all.
But you could still talk to Neuvillette.
So, in the end, we still have to start by talking to Nervilette.
Mm-hmm.
No need to go to all that trouble. I know their Captain Chevres.
Then why were we talking about this?
You? Wait, Chiari, how do you know the captain of the Special Patrol's Musketeers?
No particular reason. Running a business means dealing with some trouble from time to time, and she's helped me out on a few occasions.
She killed some
In
people?
return,
Like,
I've
what?
helped her handle a few situations in which the Special Patrol couldn't get involved directly.
This
So
sounds like they've
we've
murdered
got to
some
know each
people.
other over time.
So you're saying there's been times when the Special Patrol needed a fashion designer to handle a situation?
I feel like she can probably
Or
kick
it's
somebody's
becoming
ass.
More and more mysterious.
it'd be best to keep it that way.
Fair.
Anyway, enough about that. What do you all think about asking the captain to be our musket action choreographer?
She sounds professional enough. She is a captain after all. I have no objections.
She wouldn't.
But I imagine the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol must be busy with their duties.
I literally just saw
Do
her
you
standing
think
outside,
she'd
just
really have time to
wandering.
help shooting a film? And then there's the issue of pay.
Well, it just so happens that she's also not the kind of person that's just after Mora. As for whether she has time, I'll have to go and ask her first.
Then I'll leave that to you. Macaroni's on sale today, so I've got to go. You can just tell me how things went when we discuss tomorrow's plan later.
Macaroni's on sale today. I gotta go.
Having Farina here feels like a big boost to our team.
I love the energy of it. Like, that mac and cheese is not gonna make
Just wait until
itself.
the day of our premiere. You'll witness the true power of my name in these lands. You'll be so glad I agreed to help. I can guarantee that even the standing tickets will be sold out. I'll be sure to ask some people I know to see if they'd be willing to act as extras.
Seems like you're finally getting more comfortable with your own reputation now.
Aw,
I didn't ask for the Clapper Loaders commentary, Paimon.
damn. All right. I can't wait to see our film's premiere.
Then let's get going. I happen to know where Chevrolet is today.
Well, we saw her like
By
10
the
minutes
way,
ago.
I'm curious. If my pay is so low, then what about our two lead actors? Didn't they travel here all the way from Inazuma?
Actually, they told us that they see the trip as part of a cultural exchange, so they didn't ask for any pay.
What? So is every person into that who doesn't want money gathered here to shoot this film?
Yes.
Don't tell me Chiori isn't being paid either.
She's like, yeah, I'm being paid.
I already knew Xavier from before, and he's also agreed to give my brand some good exposure.
That's her
It
payment.
seems the gods have really smiled upon you, Xavier. And that certainly doesn't include me, mind you.
That's fair. Because she is not a god. Alright. Where are we going? How far? Pretty far. To the, oh, that's the wrong teleporter. Whoops. Whoopsie toodles. Oh. What? It was like sending me in a circle and I got confused. She's like right there. Why not just go talk to her?
All right, this is the place.
But where's the captain? There's hardly anyone around here.
The person who stands out like a sore thumb right
She's
there
over
with the
there.
purple hair.
The one with an eye patch reading in front of the newsstand.
Oh, her!
Also, did she shoot her eye out? Is that why she has an eye patch?
She seems kinda intimidating.
Please wait here for a moment. I'll go fetch her. She's working now, so you might not want to get in her way.
That's fair.
Working? But isn't she just standing there and reading a novel?
Yeah.
Just trust me.
Oh, alright, let's see what happens then. Chiori sure is a mysterious person. She claims just to be a fashion designer, but she knows all these powerful people.
The court of Fontaine isn't particularly tolerant of visitors from overseas, so
They
it
aren't?
isn't easy for a foreigner to promote their brand here.
Oh, I
Even
guess.
more so in the competitive world of fashion.
That makes sense.
Even a local like me just trying to make a film has to face all kinds of challenges. So I can only imagine what Chiori has been through to get where she is today. I'm sure that having more connections has definitely worked in her favor.
They're checks.
Reading
Chevrolet.
on the job?
Detective novel.
One main character?
No. Multiple. Branching storylines.
I see. How's the plot coming along?
One of the main characters is about to make a choice that will affect the rest of his life. I'd wager he's going to make the wrong choice.
What a
Any way to
conversation.
speed things up? There's something I need your help with.
You know that doesn't depend on me. It all comes down to what the character chooses.
What?
Which is exactly why I'm here to help.
Hmm? What? What was that? What was that entire exchange?
All right. It appears he made the wrong choice in the end. Halt!
Okay, they are talking about these two people. Okay.
Huh? What's going on?
Hand over whatever you're holding.
Oh, it's just a book. I didn't buy anything else.
Looks like it was a trap.
Then I'm sure you wouldn't mind letting me have a look.
Excuse me, officer. I don't mind you standing around here, not purchasing anything. But I'd prefer if you didn't disturb my customers. It's bad for business, you know.
Don't give me that act. You won't be able to get off so easily either. I am Chevraz, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. I will say this one last time. Hand over whatever you're holding at once. And before you do anything unwise, let me remind you that I'll have you on the ground before you can even think about making a run for it.
Dang.
All right. I'll give it to you. But please let me say something first. If there's any contraband in that book, then the shopkeeper here is the one who slipped it in. I don't have anything to do with this.
Why, you trying to leave me on the hook, huh? You were the one who said you wanted it.
Save it for the interrogation room. Take them away, Letelier.
I didn't even see that lady was there. Also, that explains why we couldn't talk to her earlier.
What's going on here? One second you're reading a book and the next you're escorting people away.
And who are... Oh! Aren't you the traveler who's been all over the papers recently?
Mm-hmm.
Shiori, I'm assuming what you wanted to ask me about has to do with them, right? Maybe I can let you in on what's happening then.
Yeah, she is White Street.
Now that Vacher has been brought to justice, no new shipments of synth will be made and distributed to sellers.
Oh.
The Fontaine guards have been busy collecting the remaining synths still circulating on the market. Thanks to a tip from our reliable source here, this should be the very last batch.
Oh, good.
Oh, so you were pretending to read a book in order to catch the bad guys.
Talk about digging your own grave, but giving them the shovel.
Hyman is Hyman, and this is the Traveler and Xavier.
Hey, I'm Chevraz. You probably already heard me introduce myself, so...
Also, she has on headphones around her neck. That's so cool. I just realized these are like headphone-looking things. It's cool. Also, her outfit is very reminiscent of Pom Pom. That's it. That's all I have to say about it. It's giving Pom Pom, but like a little extra steampunk. A little smidgen more steampunk. But I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Why didn't you just arrest him immediately?
Yeah. Why didn't you make a move as soon as you had the chance? Were you worried that my intel wasn't accurate?
Where are you getting intel from,
I
woman?
wanted to see if the shopkeeper would turn himself in first. All he had to do was come up to me and say
Glad
that
you
he didn't
finally
know where the
noticed.
synth
Yeah.
came from. If he did that, then I wouldn't have had to press charges on him.
He had the whole day to turn the synth over to Chevraz. But instead, the moment I came up and blocked Chevraz's line of sight, he took the opportunity to sell it off.
Wow.
Yep, he made the wrong choice.
What a
Even though the
dum-dum.
right choice was right there in front of him.
But you knew they wouldn't make the right choice.
They are bad
Yeah,
people.
I knew. I was just hoping I'd be wrong for once. Enough
Fair.
about that, though. What did you want to ask me about?
Oh, you see, it's like this.
And then we get a very long explanation from Paimon. I like these little star lamps.
The two musketeers.
Pretty.
You certainly have a good eye for a story. So what do you need me to do? Just be the action choreographer for the actors?
Yes, that's right. I want to make sure we get all the details right. I want the actor's posture and understanding of firearms to be as realistic as possible. However, I'm afraid this work will require a bit of your time, since you'll have to be present whenever we're filming. Also, as for the pay...
It's like
No need to say
$2.
anymore. I'll join.
Huh? Just like that.
Really?
Why did
You're
that
willing
take
to
so
help
long?
us with our humble film project?
Sure, it's no big deal. As I said, we've wrapped up our investigation here, so I don't have any other tasks on my plate for the moment. Besides, I personally really like this novel. I even have the collector's edition at home. Stories where justice prevails over evil never get old for me.
Fair.
Then we've got a deal?
Yes, I'll see you on set tomorrow.
Huh. This worked out really well for him.
Oh my! I can hardly believe it! I should tell Lady Farina immediately. Oh, and I must tell the prop manager and lighting technician to get everything ready. We start filming tomorrow!
Calm down, Xavier. The film is going to take more than just a day to finish. Still, I should also head back now and start preparing the actors' costumes and makeup.
Alright, guess that's it for today then.
Nice.
Traveler, Paimon, please stay for a moment. I have something to tell you.
What is it?
Then I'll take Xavier back. Poor thing. He's so excited that he can't even walk straight anymore.
I wish they would have just shown us him like walking really bad.
Producer out of the fountain.
That's fair. See you tomorrow. I think Xavier would probably be able to hold himself together. Probably.
Yep. See you tomorrow.
Oh, Chevrolet, where did you go? Why did you move to a whole new location? Like, why did we have to come here to talk?
So what did you want to tell us, Chevres?
What's up, Chevrolet?
Have you read The Two Musketeers?
No. Not at all, boy. I've heard about it. I have not read
The
that.
story is about a pair of children born into the household of a baron, and their struggle to survive together and take revenge for their mother. They were raised at the baron's estate, where their mother worked as a maid. The two were illegitimate children that the baron had with the maid, so they were never treated well by anyone.
That makes sense.
One day, upon returning home, they found their mother had been murdered and
Oh,
left
shit.
dead on the floor. It was quite evident that the culprits were the other members of the baron's household, who
Fair.
never had any kind words to say to them. However, the baron was able to exert his influence and keep the whole thing under wraps. The mother's death was eventually deemed as a suicide, and there was no chance of bringing her murderers to justice. The two siblings decided to flee and someday avenge their mother. Many years later, members of the baron's family suddenly started turning up dead one after the other, all killed by
What?
gunshot.
That's
A
crazy.
rainbow rose was found on each of the victims' bodies, being the flower that the kid's mother liked best. The baron believed that the mother's soul had come to take vengeance on him, so he lived in fear each day.
Good.
But it was actually those two siblings who had fled all those years ago. They relied on each other to survive and trained day and night, eventually becoming adept musketeers. They used all of their abilities to collect evidence and clues before executing their plan and exacting revenge on the baron. Their actions let the truth behind their mother's death be known to all.
Did they also kill the Baron?
An exhilarating story.
It's very important to know.
The baron got what he deserved for his evil deeds, and justice was able to prevail. It was just the kind of story I enjoy.
I do like that kind of story
You
too.
were so willing to join our crew, Chevres.
You could say it was one of the reasons.
Oh, you mean there were other reasons too?
I've read the reports about you. Whether it was at the trials or when you lent your hand to resolve our nation's crisis, you've shown that you've got a strong sense of justice, as well as a great mind for deductions.
I don't know about that last part, but sure about the first part. I'm really bad at deductions, I'm not gonna lie. Talk about going from treacherous trinity to dynamic duo. Of course. Wait, so what you're implying is there's a case that you need our help with? So you mean to tell me you have to solve a case while also working on a film? That's crazy. In Genshin Impact? It's crazy.
Yes, you're as sharp as I expected. It seems you've
I don't know why I
experienced
didn't.
many
I already
similar
knew that
situations
that was gonna be
before.
it.
There's been a recent murder case involving muskets.
Oh,
The perpetrator's methods appear to be very similar to what is described in the novel.
okay.
Huh? Really? But Paimon didn't see anything about that in today's papers.
Because it's
The
not.
Marechaussee Phantom hasn't yet released any information to the public because the investigation is
Multitasking
currently at
to
a
the limit.
standstill. The murderer is extremely cautious.
A murder involving firearms? But not that many people use those in Fontaine, right?
What if it's one of the Musketeers? Could it be someone from your Platoon. Jesus, I'm tired.
Impossible. We perform a routine inspection of our firearms and ammo reserves every day. If one of the weapons had been fired, it would stick out like a sore thumb.
Maybe they're good at hiding it.
I trust the members of my platoon. However... Well, that's all I can disclose about the case today.
Okay.
Huh? What do you mean?
I hope you all can go back and get some shut-eye. You can decide tomorrow whether or not you'd like to join the investigation with me.
I mean, now I'm
aware
curious.
This might not be the ideal time to add more to your plate, but the more capable people we have, the better the chances that justice will prevail.
Can't someone from the Special Patrol help you investigate?
Carrying out investigations isn't actually supposed to be our responsibility.
What is your
Our job is to
responsibility?
apprehend the perpetrators.
Oh.
Finding them is really up to the Marechaussee Phantom.
Oh,
You could say I'm
that makes
taking
sense.
part in the investigation out of personal interest.
Does this
I
have to
don't
do with
want
you?
people to see muskets in a negative way. And
Oh.
also, I'm concerned about the similarity between the crimes and the story.
That's fair.
You mean they might be connected somehow?
I mean, the person who's murdering
suspect
people
so.
could be doing it based
Just
off
to
the
make
story.
myself clear, this is not an order, nor is it a deal of any kind. It's a request, nothing more.
Okay.
If you two have any interest in the case after we finish filming tomorrow and are willing to assist me, then I would be most grateful.
What do you think, Traveler?
It's already been quite a day. Let's give it some thought tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. Hyron's getting a little tired, too. We've really been hustling all day.
Yeah, that sounds
You'd
alright.
better head back and get some rest. It's good to keep a calm mind, especially when you're about to make an important decision. Otherwise, when the moment comes, you might end up like that shopkeeper and not even realize that the right choice is right there in front of you.
Alright, Act 1 has been completed. Alright, so I gotta wait till 8. Okay, 1 sec. Ah. Okay, that's just... Wait, this quest has how many
Are a
parts?
must for the well-mannered.
That was a lot of parts. Did I see that correctly? Was that
To
5?
learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy.
Cause that's a lot of parts. Wow. Yeah, it is. Wow, it's very long. I can try to start part 2 today. I doubt if we're gonna get past part 2 though. I will try to finish this Thursday. Not Thursday. Tuesday. Because Thursday I'm gonna be streaming for my birthday. So I don't know whether or not if I will be streaming this in particular. I'm gonna try to finish it Tuesday though. Hopefully. Alright, let me change the time. 8 o'clock. Fair enough. Yeah. Like, I did not realize how many parts were in this, because they don't tell you ahead of time. They just, like, throw you into a storyline, and then they're like, here, sit through this for, like, 7 hours.
Paimon even dreamt of making the film last night. If Paimon remembers right, we're meeting at Hotel de Boer. Let's get going.
Am I near that place? Is that what's up here? Is this it? Oh, it is. Well. Look at me. I don't know my directions, but I found a place.
Yeah, you're already here.
Good morning.
Oh yeah, I will definitely play the
Xavier
mini
said
games off
yesterday
stream as
afternoon
well.
went well.
Yeah, and how about you, Ayaka? What were you up to yesterday?
After we split up, Ayato went to see Yuda
He
Smollett
would.
at the Palais Mermonia.
He would go see Nouvellette.
I was originally thinking of going with him, but he said he could manage it himself. He told me to go see the sights around Fontaine and to enjoy the local culture.
Yeah, because she doesn't
So
get
I
breaks
rode the
much.
aqua bus with Yoimiya and visited the opera house on Aranias Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what we saw there. 2 mechanical puppets that were dancing together. You've already seen them, right?
The Dirge of Coppelia and the Nemesis of Coppelius. Gotta love those boys. I've been fighting them for the past 2 weeks to get bits for Navia, and I still don't have enough, but it's okay.
Yeah, those two. amazing, aren't they?
No, don't like fighting them. They're not fun to fight, no,
We
Yoimiya.
sat and watched for quite a while. It was mesmerizing. Like we could keep watching them forever.
Oh, it was the same for us the first time we saw them too.
Nor does she go out as often as from what I recall. Yeah, no. Yoimiya, or not Yoimiya, I mean Ayaka, she's inside all the time. I remember there was like an event at one point in the storyline somewhere when we were in Inazuma, and they were like, she can't even go to the fucking festival when everybody's going, including her own brother. And I'm just like, that seems absurd. It's like, yeah, she can't have fun. She can't even go anywhere. She can't do anything. Upsetting. She's like I would say a teenager, but I think she's like a young adult. She just can't go places.
Afterwards, we went swimming at the beach.
Oh, that sounds cute.
To be exact, it was the first time I ever breathed underwater.
What a
I
weird
held
sentence.
Ayaka's hand and we counted down together. 3, 2, 1, and then splash! We were beneath the waves.
I would love pictures for this. Honestly, pictures for this would be amazing. But apparently we're not getting those today.
At first, I didn't dare to open my mouth. But once I couldn't hold my breath any longer, I decided to take a big breath in.
Okay, so we actually do get to see
Turns out,
this.
the water wasn't as salty as I imagined. It didn't really taste like anything at all. Before I knew it, I was breathing like normal down there. It was an amazing feeling. Ayaka said I was too nervous and needed to loosen my grip. She got used to everything way faster than I did.
I knew that the Traveler could do it, so I had no doubt we could do it too.
How did you know I could do it?
As soon as we dove in.
Who told
The
you?
underwater world in Fontaine truly is beautiful. I love seeing the Romaritime flowers blossoming underwater, like little candles lighting up the streets at night.
That's such a cute little thought.
There were so many creatures that we've never seen in Inazuma. Like those fish that shimmer like a sword blade. Whoosh! Oh, and those big fish that call when they see people. Ooh.
Oh, you mean Hunter's Rays and Blubber Beast.
I just love the name Blubber Beast.
Me
Just
too.
wait till Pops and the others hear about this. They probably won't believe a word I say.
They're cute. Absolutely adorable. Love them. I'm glad they're having a good time.
Yoimiya was down there for quite a while. It was dark before we finally rode the aqua bus back to the city. I figured she'd want to sleep in today.
Yeah, even I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get up. I still felt like I was drifting in the waves when I went to sleep last night.
Honestly,
But
understandable.
As soon as I woke up
I feel
today,
that.
I remembered that we'd all be shooting a film together, and I was ready to go.
She is
Speaking of the
precious.
film, where's everybody else?
I was gonna say, ain't nobody
My
here.
brother and Xavier were speaking to the restaurant owner about using the place as a filming location. They should be here soon. As for the others, we're here.
Ah, nice. Where's Farina, though?
Please excuse my tardiness. I just finished the Special Patrol's 6-mile morning jog.
6 miles?
6 miles?
Ain't no way. I would not manage.
I'm so tired.
Mood.
I heard you all chatting, so I decided to come down.
Down from
I
where?
sure could use some of that endless energy everyone else has.
Good morning, everyone.
Boarding. Can someone fetch me a cup of coffee? More milk, hold the sugar.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that for you.
Ayaka, you are not her servant.
You can't go anywhere. Please, have a seat over here so I can get started on your makeup. Ugh, the last thing I want is coffee stains on my costumes.
That's
I
fair.
can get the coffee. It's the perfect job for an assistant.
She would. There she go running.
So much energy. Seriously, what's her secret?
Oh, Yoimiya's always like that.
She built different.
You look exhausted, Farina. It's because you're not used to waking up so early, huh?
Did she not do this when she was an Archon?
I spent the whole night reading the novel from cover to cover. marking sections that either need to be omitted or adapted.
Oh. Makes sense.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect you to be so thorough.
Well, she said she was going to write the perfect story, so makes sense.
Well, I was the biggest star in all of Fontaine after all. It takes more than just a pretty face to earn a reputation like that. I know how to get serious when the situation calls for it. I went all out when I was acting as an Archon, so why wouldn't I do the same for my own life?
I guess that's
Here's
fair.
your coffee, Director Farina.
It's weird to see this from first-person POV. Why is this from this angle?
Thank you. The sound of being called director and the aroma of coffee feels almost as refreshing as hearing the birds chirping in the morning.
Ah, it seems everyone has managed to arrive on time.
Hello, everybody.
We've reached an agreement with the restaurant owner. We are free to use the second floor to shoot our film.
Nice.
Really? That's great!
He is really looking forward to our film, and hopes that providing his restaurant as a filming location will attract more customers.
That is fair
Well
and
then, Mr.
understandable.
Xavier, I'll leave the rest to you.
Okay, thanks. First, I'd like to introduce our new members. This is our prop manager, Veronique. She'll be in charge of all the film's props and items. And this is Bono, our lighting technician. He'll be in charge of lighting and illumination to set up each scene's atmosphere.
Wow. Sure feels like we have some real professionals joining the crew now.
First of all, please allow me to first express my sincerest gratitude to everyone in the crew. When my investor informed me yesterday that he wouldn't be able to provide the funds, I really thought that this was the nail in the coffin for this film. I had no idea that I'd find so many people willing to help me on such short notice. Thank you. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
No need to be so cordial, Mr. Xavier. We're all honored to be a part of this.
Your works made a profound impression on me when I saw them back in Inazuma. I am sure that someday, this film will be remembered as a prime example of cultural exchange between Fontaine and Inazuma.
Yes, the story is the reason I agreed to join. I can't bear to even imagine what this film would look like without the very best director.
Anyway, I would like to make a promise to
I have
everyone
so many hiccups.
that as the producer of this film, I'll do whatever I can to ensure that everything goes as smoothly
God.
as possible. This is not just
I'm
my
gonna drink
film.
water.
It also embodies the thoughts and feelings of every person here, as well as the endless effort we are about to pour into it. So, without further ado, the Two Musketeers will officially begin filming now!
Yay. Clap, 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 clap.
You may take it from here, Director Farina.
All right, listen up, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Say?
scene takes place when the two young musketeers are living at the Baron's home, still unaware of all that is about to happen to them. We'll need props and lighting to set the scene. Our lead actors can go get their makeup done, and extras, please take this time to go over your positions.
Whoa. Seems Farina's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Is everyone clear? I don't want anyone traipsing around the set like umbrella finches.
I don't understand what that
Alright,
means.
Cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean the good kind of waves.
She's so funny.
Seems like she's still a bit traumatized by that.
How do you get over that, Paimon? that just happened. Hiccup, hiccup, hiccup. Lol. Reminds you of the characters and how they behave when they're drunk. True. Also her being like, yeah, like she was just traumatized. Like a few months ago. You hiccuping from a storm while I'm belching up a storm? Oh, jeez.
Anyway, let's go see if there's anything we can do to help.
Here we go wandering. Part 2 start. Alright, let's see where we should go. Let's see what Farina says.
I don't need any help here. Why don't you try asking someone else?
I just want to see what you was gonna say. It's not about helping you. Alright, what's up, Yoimiya?
How about here?
A little more to the left.
You got it.
Hey, Yoimiya, do you need a hand?
No, I'm fine. You know, doing the lighting is kind of like designing a fireworks show. It's interesting to imagine what kind of atmosphere the lights will create. I heard that the Traveler will be operating the camera and Paimon will be the clapper loader, right?
Oh,
Those roles
right,
are
she wasn't
just
here for that.
perfect
I was
the
about to
two of
say.
you.
Really? Is that because it'll be easy for Paimon to hold the clapperboard while flying?
Well, sure, there's that, but that's not exactly what I meant. I just think that after all your journeys together, you two must have developed a super close bond and just naturally know how to work with each other. If I'm not mistaken, the director will want the cameras rolling as soon as the clapperboard goes clack.
Actually, we start rolling before that. The clapperboard just gets edited out in post-production. True. That is actually true.
Oh, I see. It's amazing to see the magic behind filmmaking.
Yoimiya, we need lights over there too.
Oh, on it! I've got to get back to work. Chat with you later. Oh, it's exciting to see so many people working together to bring the film to life.
She's so cute. What an energetic soul.
Seems like Yoimiya's really getting into it. But she was right. We do have a super close bond.
I like the fact they didn't give us an option for this one. They were just like, you have to say, of course. You can't say that you don't with Paimon.
Paimon's really happy to hear that.
Well, I didn't have a choice, Paimon. You see. Anyway, let's see what these two are doing.
Ayaka has mentioned you to me before. She said that you two were great friends when you were kids.
Oh, they were?
No talking.
Aw.
I'm thinking about how to do your eyeshadow.
Ah, yes. To help me really look the part.
To achieve a more young and naive look for this scene.
It's gonna be hard.
Are you saying the wrinkles around my eyes are too deep?
You just have too much of a calculating look in your eyes.
That's fair.
You sure don't mince your words. It seems you really haven't changed much.
Quiet.
Alright, ma'am. It's really funny. They were like, go see if they need help. And then, like, that was the conversation that they had. Alright.
So, this is
She's the embodiment of caffeine, lol.
No,
She
it's
is.
just a prop weapon.
Guns.
Not bad. Have you seen a real musket before?
Only in books and newspapers.
That
I made
those
this one
aren't
based on the
muskets, I
relative
don't
shape
think.
and proportions I saw in reference images.
Then again,
When we're
muskets look
filming,
different. I
some
don't know what kind of
special
musket I'm
gunpowder
thinking
will be
of.
applied around the muzzle, which will help create the flash and smoke effects of a real gun being fired.
Ooh,
Which means
fancy.
it'll be up to the actors to portray the recoil.
That's right. The sound effects for gunshots will also be added in post-production.
Thank you, Veronique. I think I know where to start now. However, the musket's gears and firing pin could still use some work. Adding some wear on the metallic components will make them appear more realistic. Also, be sure to rub the muskets with some oil each time before we start shooting. That'll give the impression that the firearms have been well maintained.
Good point.
You seem to know a lot, Miss
Interesting.
Chevres. I assume you use these types of firearms on a regular basis?
Yes, I perform routine maintenance on my weapons every day. Just like we as people need to eat and sleep, muskets need to be cleaned and maintained.
It's fair.
I also perform similar care for my sword every day, and familiarize myself with its shape and weight.
That
to
does
the
sound
point
like
where
something
it
she
feels
would
like
do.
a natural extension of my body.
Yes,
That makes sense.
this way, our weapons will never betray us in the heat of battle.
Betray.
Yes, well said. It seems we have the same philosophy on this topic.
Oh, sounds like they found a common interest to talk about.
Though these
Weapons.
props differ from the muskets I use, I can still give you some pointers.
Good. I look forward to your instruction.
First and foremost, never point the weapon at anyone, regardless of whether it's a real or prop weapon, or whether you're holding it or it's on the table. This holds for any time when you're not actively engaging an enemy.
Okay, understood.
When aiming the musket, extend your arm so that it's level with your shoulder, and use your
Okay.
eye to look down the weapon's sights.
Boy, I'd
Like
be
this?
terrible at that.
Not bad.
Also,
Now, try saying
yeah,
the
no, I'd be
words.
terrible at this.
This is the end of the road for you.
I hope people
Good.
make
Now
memes
turn
of
your
this,
body
of
a
that
little.
exact clip.
That way, you'll give your enemy less of a target to work with. And relax your shoulders. Here, allow me to demonstrate. This is the end of the road for you.
Huh. Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Where is he going?
Director Farina, there's something I wish to discuss with you.
Oh? What is it?
Like this?
Yes, much better.
I can't tell the difference,
do you
but
think?
maybe that's just me.
I do see your point. But are you sure you wish to do this?
I believe it would be most fitting.
Well, if you insist. All right, I understand. Miss Ayaka, Miss Chevres, could the two of you please come over here?
Oh, is he gonna ask him to swap
What's
roles?
going on? Are we gonna start filming now?
Let's go see.
Is he gonna have Chevres be in the
What is
play
it?
instead, or the movie instead?
I have a question for you, Miss Chevres. Would you be willing to play the role of a musketeer?
What?
To clarify, I would like to turn over my role to Miss Chevres.
But brother,
Well, then what would you do?
Don't worry, Ayaka. I actually view this as a good thing. I was becoming troubled trying to set aside some time to speak to the staff at the Palais Mermonia. I would like to have some conversations about the cultural exchange between our two countries, and I've heard that the bureaucratic process here can get rather complicated. Now, I will be able to focus on my work.
Oh, so he
Besides,
actually is here for
You
work.
also know that I'm not really one for public performances.
Wait, does that mean we just don't see Ayato anymore?
really sure?
So upsetting.
From a director's point of view, I also felt like the relationship between the two musketeers in the original story could be improved. The older brother in the story plays the lead role with his overbearing character, but this causes his character to overshadow that of his sister, and the theme of the two supporting and relying on each other isn't conveyed very well. But if we were to change the siblings to two sisters of a similar age, then that aspect of the story might
It's a
come through more clearly.
Fizzy. Hi,
Also,
Fizzy.
I've seen you instructing Ayaka. That cold and dignified personality is exactly what we need for the older musketeer.
Of course, even with all these insights, the decision should still be made by Miss Chevres.
How you doing, Fizzy? How you doing, Fizzy? Did you just wake up, or were you, like, awake before this? Wait, so now that Farina is not acting as the Archon, what is she doing? Wait, Fizzy, have you done the quest for Farina? Because it's you're ordering pizza. Ooh, what kind of pizza? But if you haven't done Farina's quest, I don't want to spoil it for you, but you find out there. Like, it's in her story quest, unless you want me to spoil it for you. Because, like, you find out immediately what she's doing. But yeah, I haven't finished that quest. Okay, do you want spoilers or no? That's the real question here. Because I can just spoil one thing. A small spoiler. Okay, she's assisting people with, like, plays and stuff, basically. Kind of like a director, basically. That's the spoiler. So that's what she's doing here, too. That's why you have to do her story quest and the Archon quest before you get to this. Because otherwise you would be very spoiled. Oh, okay, that's neat. Yeah, it is pretty neat. I kind of like it a lot for her because she seems to be very good at this, which is good because it seems that we need a lot of help with that in this storyline lately, which is interesting, but you know, whatever.
Chevrolet mentioned that she really likes the story, right? Paimon bets that she'll take the role.
But she will still have to prioritize her work. But we still don't know if she's a big fan of acting. That's also fair.
All right, I'll take the role.
She took it anyway. All right. Wait, so do people recognize her as the previous acting Archon? Yes. Yes, they do. Well, technically, yes. Yes, they do. You also find this out in the story quest. All the answers they're all in the story quest. You get to have all of those answers and more answered in the story quest. And you get to see a bunch of other stuff happen. But yeah, like, the story quest is really good. I'm not gonna lie to you, Fizzy, you should definitely play it. It's super good. It's like a really good story quest. Honestly, between that story quest and the story quest for Lenny, top tier. My two favorites for like the entirety of Fontaine so far. It's pretty fun. It's very fun. I really do love the ending. I will not say anything, but I do love the ending of it. But yeah, like, it's hype. I've been farming points for ES. You're still trying to get the new card? I can't blame you. I also just heard that the Twister Wonderland New Year's event thing starts like tomorrow, I think. Oh, you got the Adonis card. Nice. I just finished 2. Nice. But now I need to get the new Dune card. The grind is never done in gacha games. I know that all too well. Boy, oh boy, I used to do that all the time, but then I was going to say the arthritis caught up with me. That's not right. But it really did. I stopped playing rhythm games because it started hurting my wrists really bad because I would play for like 6 or more hours a day. It was not healthy, y'all. It was not good for my body. I was hurting myself too much. So, you know. The free June card. Oh, the one you gotta work for. The one that's not technically free. I understand. I understand your pain.
Good. It's decided then. I'll get started on
yes.
the script. We'll also need to make some immediate adjustments to the lighting, props, and costumes. I have a feeling that our adaptation will be even better than the original story.
You're doing a great favor for me, Miss Chevrolet. You have my gratitude.
Don't mention it. I like this character, so if anything, I should be the one thanking you.
Well, since my brother is the one who brought up the idea, I suppose there's no need to worry.
That's fair, I guess.
Let's go, Miss Chevrolet. I look forward to working with you.
Please, just call me Chevrolet.
This is still upsetting, though, because I wanted Ayato to be here more.
Seems like you're really going out of your way to solve the problem I was having with your makeup.
Is that why he chose to do that? That is so funny. He's like, yeah, I can't look younger, so therefore, who cares? Farina sounds so much different from before the last Archon quest. Yes, extremely different. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her. That's all I will say. Pizza's been ordered. I love that for you. I had pizza Friday night with Juice, and we watched Pokemon Concierge. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody go watch Pokemon Concierge. This is not a promotion in any way. This is not an ad. But for real, it is so freaking cute. I don't care if you like Pokemon or not. It's just cute. Just go watch it for the sake of it being cute. You don't have to know anything about Pokemon. You can just go watch Pokemon Concierge. Lol. Hell yeah. Ayato is very hot, though. True. Do you need to look younger? I mean, she wanted him to look younger for the part that he had to play. So she was like, yeah, he needs to be a young child here. And he looks too old and calculating, is what she said. He looked like he was older and, like, calm and calculating, apparently. And she didn't like that. And I'm like, that's fair. There ain't no way. He's too tall. He's too tall, and he looks a lot older than Ayaka. Like, ain't no way. It would have been really funny to see how he would have done that, but no, he's just like, nah, I'm just gonna give up my role, and I'm leaving, and that's fair. But yeah, go watch Pokemon Concierge. It's a I was gonna say it's a stop motion series, but I can't remember if it actually is. But I know like all the little like people in it are like made out of like various different fabrics and materials, and they're so freaking cute. God damn it, I'm sad I didn't get Ayato. Feels bad, man. Oh, Fizzy. You're still trying to get Ayato. Oh, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. I understand your pain. I understand it. But yeah. Oh, but what I was gonna say was go watch Pokemon Concierge. It's only like 4 episodes. You can finish it in like an hour. Also, it's really cute, and you get to see a lady go to like a Pokemon hotel, and she gets to be like the Pokemon concierge, and she gets to like play with the Pokemon and then have a good time. That is literally her job. She gets to play with Pokemon and enjoy herself and make sure the Pokemon are having a good time, and I love that so much. I am not an Ayato haver, and it hurts so much. Poor Fizzy. Poor Fizzy. I feel like in the future, like the next time that Ayato has a banner, which I have no idea when that's going to be, but like you just have to save every Primogem. Just don't pull for anybody else. Do not simp for anybody else for the next 6 months or more. And then just save all of those pulls and then pull for Ayato. And I know saying that is harder than anything because boy, do we not know what we're going to get in the next 6 months. I mean, ideally, we know at least 2 characters that we're probably going to get in the next 6 months, which are just like Clorinde and Sejuani. But like outside of those 2, I don't think we're getting any more hot men for a minute. Maybe not till Natlan, maybe? Man, that makes me sad. We're just not going to get any more hot men. Big sad. Also, Fizzy, did you watch Hoyo Fair? Or the well, I guess you're not going to watch the Hoyoverse concert thing because ideally you're going to go see it in person. But yeah, watch the Hoyo Fair. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen bits and pieces, and it looked like it was really, really fun. Yeah, you watched it? It was very, very good. I saw bits and pieces of it. I saw the Persona 5 thing they did, which is pretty cool. I'm going to pull for Ayaka and 100% try to pull for Raiden. Good luck to you in your endeavors. No, I did not see Hoyo Fair. Oh, okay. It's on YouTube. I think they uploaded it today. But it's like 2 hours long. I have not watched all of it. I started watching it a little last night. But then the Juice Man fell asleep, so we stopped watching it. But we fell asleep during the actual concert. And by we, I mean he. He fell asleep. I watched the rest of it. It was a very good concert. I won't spoil it for you since you're going to go see it. But Hoyo Fair was very lit. I saw bits and pieces of it all over Twitter and stuff, but I didn't watch all of it. Because holy shit, I got robbed of Raiden. The last Raiden Shogun banner. Oh, no. I fully understand that. I fully understand that. I don't think there's been a banner where I haven't gotten the character, and that's just been because of pure luck. That or I already lost a 50-50 somewhere else, and so I was just like, yep, I have this character now, I guess. No, but yes, I'm planning to see the concert. Yeah. I kind of guessed, but the concert was very good. I will say that. It was a very good concert. Worth the monies, you know? But yeah, that's all I have to say, I think. I still have to order the merch. Get that merch. I saw most of it, I think. Oh, no, I looked at all of it. It's very cute merch. I like the little keychains and some of the other little buttons. The buttons are very cute. I especially love the outfits that they have the characters in. It's really nice.
Surely you jest, Chiori. I assure you that I was mostly motivated by a desire to spend more time on formal business.
He lies.
Oh, come on. You really think I'd buy that? According to what I've heard from Ayaka, her brother is someone who can juggle 10 different matters at the same time. I'm sure you have other reasons for backing out.
I wanted the Zhongli stand and it's sold out.
Ayaka
Oh no.
always said she wanted to go out and see more of the world, just like the traveler.
Aw.
But I feel that she needs not only to see other nations, but also to make some different kinds of friends.
No.
I think it would be harder for her to make new connections with me constantly by her side. I would like to give her some space.
Alright, go on. Spoil her some more.
That's a really nice brother right there.
It's too bad you're stepping down from the role. Paimon really wanted to see you act as a musketeer.
The voices of, this is the punishment you deserve and this is justice.
No need to poke fun at me. I'd wager that you also felt that I wasn't the best candidate for the role.
Bro, I didn't say anything to you.
It's a little hard for Paimon to imagine you saying those lines.
Honestly, I'd be about it if you said those lines. So are you going to go back to work now?
Yes. I've made an appointment to meet some people from the Palais Mermonia. Now, I will have some more time to prepare.
Traveler, get the camera ready. Paimon, get the clapperboard. Actors, to your positions. We're about to start shooting the first scene.
The first
Go
scene.
on now. And please take good care of Ayaka.
Yep, don't worry.
You can count on us. Good luck with your work. True.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing the film when it's finished.
I love how Ayato is super calculating and a bit scary, but he is also so wholesome personally. Yes, he really loves his sister. But also, I guess it's because technically, I guess when his parents died, he kind of became like a mother figure, father figure. I'm not sure which one it is, honestly, for like his sister. So he had to become like a parent for her. So like probably that's also partially why. He really cares about her a lot because probably all the shit they've been through over the years.
The first scene takes place when our two main characters are still living at the Baron's estate. They've been
Mama
ostracized
Ayato.
and verbally abused by others in the household, but they still have no idea why. We want to capture how naive and innocent they are, despite their pain. Chevres will be playing the role.
He's just
of the
like
older
Omi
sister,
for real, for real.
and Ayaka will be
True.
the younger sister, Iris. Be sure to get close-ups of the main characters at the right moment.
Here I go messing this up.
Silence on the set. Lights, camera, action.
Let's go!
Tulip, Mother's been out for quite a while now.
Perhaps she went to pick some flowers on the way home. You know how she loves flowers.
Iris, Tulip, I'm home.
Rain, zoom in. Oh. Oh. With the mother?
Mother! You were out for so long, we were beginning to worry about you.
I'm sorry, but I'm back now, safe and sound. Here, I brought your favorite treat, apple turnovers.
Mother,
There's nothing in
what
that
are those
hand.
bruises on your hand?
Huh? What bruises? Oh, I must have bumped into something while I was working yesterday.
But I didn't notice them this morning.
Have Farina's eyes changed? I don't think so. I think they've always been one darker color and then one was lighter. I don't think so. She's always had her heterochromia eyes. Yeah, they're just two different shades of blue. They're a little weird, but like I think they've been like that.
Then perhaps they're from when I accidentally tripped when I was out just now. By the way, did you have fun playing at home? What's the matter, Iris?
Also, BRB, gotta change. Okay. Have fun. Let's go with Iris.
Well, we've realized that no one really wants to play with us.
Ayaka putting on this
Took
voice is
Iris's
killing
doll
me.
And spat at us.
And they even called us names. They said we were...
Shh. It's all right. Don't worry. Girls, listen to me.
Let's go with this one.
It doesn't matter what anyone says. Don't
Maybe not
listen
that
to
one.
them. No one can define you with such words. You both have wonderful lives ahead of you. Just
Sure,
like
this
your
actually
names.
works.
You will both blossom like beautiful flowers. Maybe your time to blossom
hasn't quite come yet. But one day, you two will bloom more beautifully than anything else. Don't let the soil you're in now ruin your future beauty. Understand? My dear daughters.
And cut!
I don't think I did too good on
Not
some of
bad.
those.
The actors' emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take.
Nice.
Also, if our clapper loader could avoid shouting at the start of the scene next time.
Okay, I'm changed. Good change.
Great. I was a little worried that my nerves would get the better of me. What about you, Chevros?
I felt fine. The lines weren't too difficult at all. Seems
Oh
like
shit,
Farina
her
must have
irises
adapted the role nicely.
are still drop shaped. Yep. Yeah, she
You
still
were
got the same
great.
eyes.
I couldn't tell it was your first time acting in a film. You should have more confidence.
Thank you for your encouragement.
I thought that would change because Fossilor left.
We'll move
Oh.
on to the next scene after
I mean,
we
I
try
guess that's
more
fair.
camera angles.
But I also don't know how that would. I don't know how her eyes would change. I mean, they probably could lose like the little water droplet or something. But at the same time, I feel like that'd be a really drastic change. And since they already have the character, I don't think they would do that. They're just like, we already have this one character, so let them be. Sorry, I'm not reading that right now. My eye has something in it.
Characters return home only to discover their mother has been murdered. Ready? Lights, camera, action!
They literally made a Focalor model. Yeah, they did.
We're back.
A Focalor.
Mother?
Oh no, she's not here. Where is she?
What's wrong, Tulip?
Iris, stay away!
Huh? Why? What's... Mother!
They couldn't change the irises on this model. Well, yeah, they didn't want to. Did they poison her?
Poison in this cup.
How would you know that from just looking at it? Oh damn!
I've sworn I've seen this kind of cup before.
It's from the king's castle or something.
aristocrats.
Yeah.
They didn't even try to cover up their actions. Iris, we need to leave this place.
Leave?
Oh damn. Oh.
Now that Mother is gone,
Yep.
where can we even go?
Also, Ayaka's doing really good.
Anywhere. All I know is that we can't stay in this house.
But are we just going to let them get away with this?
We'll have our revenge, I promise you. Just not right now.
You know, you're right. They're really capitalizing on the fact that they can use tear animations now. Well, true.
Come on, let's go.
Also, apparently, I did not have to had to direct in this scene for some reason. I'm just kind of here.
Can't just leave Mother here like this. At least let me leave this rose with her. That's why we went out in the first place. To buy her this flower.
All right. Goodbye, Mother. We'll avenge you. Someday.
And cut! Beautiful! Great performance!
Oh my, you're so amazing, Ayaka! And were those real tears I saw? How did you do it?
I was surprised too.
Thank you for the kind compliments.
You know, you're right.
Actually, as soon as Director Farina said action, I told myself not to think about anything. I just felt the weight of the moment and became the character.
Good on her. Damn, they're really using multiple cameras in like 5 minutes. And also, there's just one camera director, and it's me. Like, how am I doing that? These transitions would take several camera positions for like hours. Yep, and the same scene and same line like multiple times. Like, that would not work. True. Yeah, I am the only person directing this. I am the only person, like, on cameras. And ideally, I thought I was just having one camera, but apparently we have angles. Like, I didn't know we had all that for this movie.
It's quite similar to practicing the art of the sword. You clear your mind and focus only on what's happening in front of you.
Ayaka's performance was amazing. Have I discovered an acting prodigy? Pipe down, everyone! We need to move on.
Nobody's saying anything? Like, literally no one was saying anything, and then Farina's like, shut up! What a silly little situation. Alright. We've done day 1 of film. And now we have to talk to Chevrolet, because there's a murder here. A murder mystery.
Paimon wants to keep playing with the clapperboard. How do you feel, Traveler? Is your arm sore from holding the camera all day?
A little bit. It was a lot of fun.
Good work, you two.
You too,
I cut my hand.
You were quite the actress today.
I've read this novel many times before. I have a good grasp of my character's mindset.
It makes sense.
Anyway, do you remember my request from yesterday?
Ah, yes. Murder mystery, right?
We were having so much fun that Paimon nearly forgot. You have a case where the murders seem really similar to the cases in the novel, right? So,
Why does Traveler look like that?
how are they similar exactly?
Is she okay?
In the story, the main characters grow up to become 2 musketeers, always using their guns to carry out their revenge.
Okay.
And on each of the victims, they place a rainbow rose as a signal that they've returned.
So you mean there were rainbow roses in your case too?
Yes, that's correct. We found rainbow roses just like in the novel.
Interesting.
Seems like you're connecting the dots now.
Oh, that does sound pretty concerning. Especially after seeing the script today. Oh, now Paimon can't stop wondering what kind of ulterior motive the murderer might have.
Fair.
What do you think, Traveler? You're smart. Paimon wants to hear your thoughts.
If we are only there to assist, I think we can join the case.
Good. On behalf of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, thank you for your dedication to justice. There's no time to lose. We should start investigating right away. Follow me.
Huh?
Where we going?
Now? Well, we just got done filming all day. Paimon's so tired.
Where did you get pizza from, Fizzy? You got 3 garlic butter dipping sauce. That sounds so good. God. Honestly, that's pretty top. Domino's. Understandable. I eat a lot of pizza from there too. It's like the easiest pizza to find and the most convenient, which is so sad because there are so many better pizza places. You just have to go to places. Yes. Yeah, it's like I'd rather eat at other places, but also that requires me to go out of the house. And I don't feel like going outside sometimes. And kind of the tastiest in my area. Fair. I feel that. I feel that. That delivers. I definitely feel that. Like 100%. I don't know why places don't deliver more, or at the very least, even if they don't offer their own delivery service, DoorDash is a thing now. Uber Eats is a thing now. Just try to collaborate with these people, please. Like, I would like to have pizza from other places that don't normally deliver, but no, you just don't have an option for that unless you have to pay to like do that. I don't know how companies get like on like the radar for those types of things, honestly. I'm just saying as if I know anything about that.
Comes after nightfall. They are like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea. If you don't stay vigilant, you will pass right by them in the fog. That's how one of my favorite books always puts it, at least.
Fair.
So, where are we going right now?
Let's start by checking out some workshops that sell mechanical components. If the culprit is making their own weapons, it's very likely that they'll visit those sort of places.
What is the closest location for this? It's all the way on the other side of town. Uber Eats and DoorDash seem to take a lot of fees from restaurants, sadly. Yeah, that does make sense. And that is like the one bad thing about it. Also, while I'm thinking about this, wait, not you. I'm gonna turn to my dailies because I've already completed those.
Add Astra.
Boy, am I gonna forget. Because I'm supposed to be going to a New Year's party tonight after Juice gets off from work. Boop. Stop it. My cord keeps getting caught under the escape key. Alright. But yeah, I'm supposed to be going to a New Year's party tonight, and I'm just like, I've been dressed for hours, and now I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play some Genshin while I hang out for a bit. Ooh, this man just has a purple outfit on. I thought his hair was purple for a minute. I was gonna be really confused, honestly.
Clockwork Workshop. How can I help you?
Lachos?
Hello. I'd like to know if anyone has purchased some special components lately.
Special components? Sorry, could you be more specific?
I mean the kind of components that aren't typically used for clockwork toys, but for firearms.
Huh? For firearms? No, we don't sell those sort of things here.
Don't misunderstand. I'm not here to cause any trouble. We are merely investigating a case, and we're hoping that you could cooperate.
Well, to be completely honest, I'm not even sure what kind of components that would entail.
Also, some of these NPCs have really good voices for voice acting, like 10 out of 10. So if you're a family-owned restaurant, you get fucked over, especially if you have to pay outside workers. That's fair. That's actually fair. I can't be mad at that.
Has anyone ever purchased components here as an individual rather than on behalf of an organization?
We have a lot of customers who buy toys, but those who buy components are all regular customers who buy in bulk on behalf of their organization.
Is that so? I understand. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome. It's the least I can do.
Yeah. That's really sad. I wish it was more accessible to just have things delivered. All these teleports. Or not teleports. All these locations are so far.
Oh, hey, Chevrolet. Run out of oil for your musket again?
Hello, Estelle. I want to know if anyone has come to your shop recently to order some firearm components.
Oh, is this another case? Let me think. I don't think so. Some people have requested that I make some prop guns for the Fontanalia Film Festival, but I refused all of those requests.
Huh.
Oh, why's that?
Because there's no profit! I only make things here that can do some real heavy lifting. I don't have the energy to make some new molds just for the festival.
Then, has anybody come specifically looking for mechanical components?
Well, I usually sell off my scrap to the Fleuve Centre. I don't typically give them to one specific person.
I understand. Thanks for your cooperation.
Don't mention it. Always happy to have the Musketeers' patronage.
I think Chevreuse is a 4-star if I remember
Seems
straight.
like we haven't found any leads to go off yet.
Yeah, I think she is a 4-star. Because I think she should be coming in the next banner, I think. I don't think she's out right now, right? I think it's the next set of banners. She is drip. She does have drip. But yeah, I think she's definitely a 4-star if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, let's head to Fleuve Centre next.
Fleuve Centre.
Are you sure? People might not be so thrilled to see the captain of the special patrol there.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where the
You
Fleuve
think so,
Centre
huh?
is.
Then I guess you don't know.
She is a 4-star. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
That I grew up in Fleuve Centre.
Oh. Well, that's pretty neat. I mean, I wouldn't know that because I've known you for like a day. Where are we? Why is it all the way? Wait. Boy, am I bad with the directions. Anyway. Pretty drippy 4-star then. They do occasionally make really drippy 4-stars. Like, on occasion. They don't always make them, but when they do, it's a surprise that they're not a 5-star. With the amount of detail that's like in their like outfit and everything. Also, I assume we've been to the Fleuve Sandra before, right? Because for real, I have no idea what the Fleuve Sandra is. Like, I've been in Fontaine for like a hot minute. I have no idea what we're talking about. Like, for real, not a clue. Like, I've been playing this specific area for like over 6 months. Actually, has it been 6 months? It's been like 3, 4, right? I think. But I can tell you with full confidence, I know not of where the Fleuve Sandra is. Okay, so it is the underground area. I've never known the name of this area. Ever. Imagine I just let, like, Farina just drop in here. She would have died immediately. I don't want her to hit some random pipe and then have her die, like, instantly. But yeah, I did not know this place had a name specifically. Then again, if there was a quest here, I do not remember it whatsoever. Boy, am I bad at remembering things about certain areas of a game. Alright. So this is the Fleuve Sandra. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Higher? Oops. This one? This way. Okay. Her name is Emerald.
Hello. I'd like to ask some questions.
I don't know anything.
That sounds
Don't
suspicious.
worry, I'm not here to arrest anybody.
You say that now.
It's the truth. Here. Take this as my guarantee.
Is it a piece of paper?
Did Paimon just see what she thinks she saw? Is the captain of the special patrol bribing a citizen?
I mean, let her work. Let her cook. The first time I came to the pipe entrance, I thought we were gonna enter a motherfucking crime scene. That is fair. That is fair. When I mean, every time we go anywhere underground, I'm immediately thinking somebody's gonna die here, or somebody is already dead. Like I can't be like in any way swayed otherwise. Keep your lips sealed. No one will ever know. Besides, it's called buying info.
Seems you're different from the other guards.
She's the leader of the guards.
Have you heard anything related to muskets in Fleuve Sandra lately? Anything at all?
Muskets, huh? All I know is that about 2 weeks ago, we started hearing some loud noises at night. So loud that it's been waking me up.
Were they gunshots?
Possibly.
Who is this Risley?
It's hard to tell around here.
Jesse.
Someone's house collapsing, a pipe exploding somewhere. It's all the same. But the noises I'm talking about definitely happened after I fell asleep.
Do you know where the noises were coming from?
I don't remember clearly.
Sounds like she wants more money.
Is it that you don't remember, or that you need to think about it some more?
Or you want more money. She wants more money.
Then please, think about it some more.
Have $2 more.
She's giving her even more.
I didn't see anything. I saw absolutely nothing. Maybe she's just giving out some pâté de fruit.
The noises came from the end of the southern waterway. I came out and had a look for myself and I wasn't sleeping well, but I didn't dare get too close.
That's fair. You don't want to get shot.
I know.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Thanks for the pâté de fruit.
No need to be surprised. I grew up here, remember? I know
That's
how
fair.
to get people around here to talk.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What talk? What talk? I want some pâté for too.
My apologies. I'm all out of sweets.
Well, darn.
Though I do have some other tempting snacks in my custody. Fries, fried chicken, and even onion rings.
Look at Paimon's face.
But taking care of junk food is my responsibility. You're better off sticking to your normal, nutritious diet.
They're so upset. Understandable, though. I'd be really upset if I was told I could not have snacks. Let's see. Where are we going? Clap, clap, clap. Oh, wait. No, never mind. I thought I saw a thing. Oop, this way. Ah, yes, of course, the bar. No snacks? Yeah, no snacks.
It's been a while, Tetro.
Tetro? That's how you say that name?
Please, just get on with your request.
I want to know if you've heard anybody talking about muskets lately.
Oh.
Information isn't free, you know.
I've heard that bandits have been extremely active in the countryside recently, and they've been affecting the delivery of goods to Poisson.
Poisson?
I can allocate some more manpower to help out with that problem. What do you say?
Got it. Good deals. Good deal.
One of our men got drunk at dinner about a month ago and lost his gun. 3 days later, it turned up in the corner here.
What's weird about that? He just forgot where he put it, right?
This is Fleuve Cendre, my friend. Anything of value left in the tavern won't ever make it to the next day.
Makes sense.
But that gun turned out to be an exception.
Tetro being sucks. Yeah, he's a little
Knew
sus.
wear and tear on it, and didn't even appear to have been fired.
Chevrus is sitting on her hair.
I
True.
suspect it came back because the weapon was already known to the guards.
You mean a criminal was afraid the Marechaussee Phantom would use the shot marks to track
Is that
him
how you
down?
say that word?
Maybe.
The
But if that's the
Marechaussee?
case, the culprit really took great care to avoid getting caught.
I didn't say anything about a criminal.
It's gotta suck. Yeah,
If Fleuve
yeah.
Cendre, knowing
She
who
really
was
is
killed
sitting
as
on her
easy
hair.
as knowing what clothes you're wearing today. It's the guy living in the east side, isn't it? I've never liked him. Every time he's here, he just orders a drink and sits there with a nasty look in his eyes.
Got that evil look in his eyes.
Who's the one who lost the gun in the first place?
Yeah, don't bother.
Marechaussee.
Even if you asked, he wouldn't
Okay.
admit to owning a gun to some strangers.
I think that's.
Not to mention the
it said.
captain of the
I think it
Special
said that.
Security
in Genshin.
Surveillance
That makes
Patrol.
sense.
He's right.
I know you grew up here, Chevrus. Even though you're on good terms with the Spina, you've still been gone too long. Not many people know you here now, and a lot of people don't like the Special Patrol.
That's fair.
I know.
So take my advice and don't show your face too much around here. It's for your own safety.
That's fair.
I'll come and go as I please. And I'm afraid I'll be appearing more often due to my work.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
That's fair. Or at least that's the least awkward way I've heard people say it. That's fair. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes some of the pronunciations in this game make me so confused. Oh, it's also underground. Okay. Let me find my way to where I need to be. But yeah, pronunciations are always really weird in this game. Is it this way? Sure, let's go back this way. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know my directions. We're trying to go this way. This way. I went the wrong way. There we go. Then we're gonna make a little... We're gonna go that way? Yeah. Observe. What are we seeing?
What's all this? Some broken planks and barrels, as well as some liquor bottles?
It's almost as if somebody was
Have a
practicing.
closer look, Paimon. Even though somebody has purposefully tried to clean them up, these are obviously marks from musket bullets.
This is a big mark. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's like a fist, like, size of a mark on the wall. Like, they'll be sitting across from each other and they saw the same word 3 different ways. Yeah. I also like the fact that Paimon pronounces everybody's name slightly different. Like, every character's name, she decides to pronounce it a little different for some reason. I have no idea why that is a thing, but Paimon just likes pronunciating people's names a little bit weirder. Sometimes. It's not always the case, it's just for certain characters, I've noticed it. Because I know with some of the characters from Sumeru, she has a hard time pronouncing those. So some of those get a little weird sometimes. Who's the voice acting director? I need a word. I mean, also you have to take into consideration, like, the people they work for, because ideally the way they pronounce the names is based off of the people who created the characters, and ideally these people are mostly Chinese, and some of these names are not Chinese. So with some of the pronunciations, they may or may not be, like, correct depending on the culture they are from. However, that is the way they decided to have the characters pronounce those names, which is bad, honestly. Because, like, honestly, I'd rather have it be pronounced the traditional way rather than it be pronounced in an Americanized or different type of way. I don't know. That's my own personal preference, though. Paimon isn't great saying people's names. Not at all. She tries her little best, but boy, is she bad at saying people's names. Which is fair, because there are some names where I just look at them and I'm just like, I tried. Like, for the longest period of time, I did not know how to say Risley's name before he appeared in the game. So I was just saying Risley, Risley. There was like several different ways I would say it every time. It was not the right way whatsoever. I don't even know if Risley is the right way to say it, but I think it's closer to what it's supposed to sound like. And then New Roulette, like, Jesus Christ, I would have never said that, right? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I feel like there are several different VA directors on this project. Have not talked amongst themselves. They're all in different, like, specific sections of the game, and none of them have, like, talked about it with each other. I mean, that could also be the case. They could also have multiple directors instead of just, like, one group. Like, my God. I can't imagine, because this is a very big project, and so, like, I could only imagine they would have a lot of people on the project. Ooh, Paimon. Paimon. Also, welcome back, JJ Rocket. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, names are weird in this game occasionally. I don't know how to pronounce names. The game doesn't know how to pronounce names. It's okay. I had an easier time saying New Roulette than Risley. Same. Because, like, his name isn't spelt the way that you would pronounce it, and so it makes it a lot harder to remember the pronunciation in comparison to New Roulette. New Roulette, you can just say that easily. I remember his name as Wisely. I mean, close enough. Honestly, that is, like, the closest it's going to be. And that is fair.
Words, someone was here trying to improve their shot.
What?
Using the barrels and bottles for target practice.
Could it have been the killer?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It could also be anybody else, honestly.
Although many people at Fleuve Sandra own guns, few hide the fact from others. And even fewer would go to such lengths to hide markings from practice shots.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go. There might be more to this.
Like, how much more are we talking?
Seems like that's all we'll be able to uncover for today.
Paimon feels like we managed to learn a lot more here than up on the surface.
That makes sense.
Yes. Assuming that everything we found is indeed connected to our suspect, then their timeline was probably something like this. A month ago, our suspect found a gun and took it home to disassemble it. Once he'd figured out its mechanics, he brought it back. In the following weeks, he used some parts to create his own makeshift musket and took it to the Fleuve Sandra for target practice.
He made a gun?
Then, a
Jesus.
few days ago, he found his target and carried out the murder. Once the deed was done, he left a rainbow rose on the body, just like the scene in the novel.
That all makes sense to Paimon, but we're still no closer to figuring out the killer's identity.
So much more. Oh no. I hope it's not too much more. I at least want to finish this chapter and then, like, I'll probably try to end stream soon, just so that I can go to my New Year's party and enjoy myself for a couple of hours before the new year, you know? We got like less than 2 hours anyway. About the guy who died.
The deceased was a resident of Fleuve Cendra.
Oh.
It's said that he was a poor, solitary man.
Why did they kill that man? But if we're following the novel, shouldn't the guy have been a nobleman?
Yeah, that's also something I'm trying to figure out.
Hi,
If we are
JJ.
indeed following the novel, and there's a story behind the murder, then this murder should be an act of vengeance. But according to our investigation, the deceased didn't have any enemies.
Huh.
He was no saint, but no one's heard of a rival who hated him enough to shoot him dead. Much less care to leave a rose on
Oh
his
shit!
body.
In an hour, it'll be New Year for me.
message is the
Yeah,
killer
yeah.
trying to
It'll be New Year's for
To
you
whom
soon.
exactly?
Could they be the novelist? Why would the novelist murder somebody?
We've thoroughly investigated that possibility.
Oh, that makes sense.
He claims to have spent the whole day at the Opera House on the day of the murder, and the staff there have confirmed his account.
Okay, so he has an alibi.
Not only that, he lacks a credible motive as well. He has a family of his own, and both of his parents are still alive. I've looked into his records. He was adopted at the age of 6, and all the proper procedures were followed.
Huh.
There are also records of him at an orphanage before then. In the story, the mother of the 2 musketeers was murdered after the children turned 10. Of course, he could have changed the children's ages, but I don't want to assume anything without evidence. More importantly, I've also had a chat with him in person. He didn't seem like the kind of person who would pull the trigger to kill a man.
I mean, those are always the ones who would murder a
What should we
man.
do now? We have all this new information, but it doesn't help us move forward.
Investigations take time. I didn't expect us to catch the culprit in just a single day.
That's fair.
How about this? Let's spend the next few days filming with the crew. We can continue the investigation once we're done with the film. I'm sure that given time, new leads will present themselves.
Wait, but weren't you saying Intel is like small, remote islands in the middle of the sea just a moment ago? Wouldn't you just miss them if you were to stop looking?
Or...
But the book had more than one reference to the islands, Paimon.
Oh? What else did it say then?
As long as you spend enough time sailing through the fog, you'll eventually come across an island.
So we'll just get more clues eventually. Yay, Act 2 complete. Act 2 was a lot shorter than Act 1, which makes sense, because ideally we're now getting into the filming and stuff. What's up, Shepers?
What? Never thought that the captain of the Security and Surveillance Patrol could come from the Fleuve Cendra?
I mean, I never knew what this place was called, and therefore I never suspected anybody came from here, so probably. I don't know, man. I have to say I'm pretty shocked. I'm sure that wasn't easy. That's also fair. Because I can't imagine coming from this kind of part of town and then immediately somehow working your way up the ranks and then becoming the captain of a group of people that are here for justice. I feel like that's interesting.
You mean rising through the ranks? It was a struggle, for sure.
Yeah.
But as long as you can distinguish yourself through your accomplishments and skills, you'll eventually be recognized for your worth. If you look
Fair.
at it another way, my life at Fleuve Cendra has actually taught me a lot of valuable skills. Skills like how to barter with criminals or how to think in their shoes. Of course, I'd appreciate it if you could keep this a secret between us.
I mean, you would definitely be fired if you did some shit like that. In my head, I called this place Pipe Town. Pipe Town. I don't know about that name, Fitzy. I don't know about that one. Motherfucking Pipe Town over here. I don't know what I've been calling this place. I don't know at all. I don't think I had a name for this place. I've just been like, it's the underground city under the main area. That's all I've been thinking of it as. I've never called it anything. But also Pipe Town is really funny. God, Pipe Town. I can't imagine. Alright, so we're now going on to the third section. So I'm probably going to have to finish this on Tuesday. And I'm just going to try to get through as much of the storyline as possible because I should be able to finish this Tuesday. I say should because I have things I want to do on Thursday for my birthday that if I don't finish this by Tuesday, I will not be able to do, which makes me sad. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. Honestly, okay, I have two options. Should I just play some of the games while I wait for Juice to come home? Because he's not home yet. Because we got some games here that I have not done. I don't know what any of these are. I will go on the quest. Be right back. It sounds like I ought to pipe down. Fizzy, no. Suika game? I mean, like, I meant the game. I meant, when I said games, I meant, like, games in Genshin. But I could also play Suika game for you guys. Do you actually want to see me play Suika game? Because real talk, I can and will play Suika game. I was playing it earlier. I got very close to getting a watermelon. Yes. Somebody's been piping. My god. We are not going to keep saying piping without any context. But yeah, I can try to play some Suika game. Just give me a minute to set it up. Did I turn in my dailies and everything? I did that already? It'll be good. Alright. So, I'll be here, but, like, I'm just gonna put you on the screen. So as to not show any information. Let's see. You get 2 games in the stream. It's a miracle. Okay. Let me get out of Genshin.